Hello, everybody, and welcome to eDIOCRACY, the show in which a bunch of idiots that have no clue what the heck they are doing sit down and save the world. Once again, I am joined by the boys.
Hello.
And today, we are joining back into the path to Supernova. As last time, we left off in this amazing story. All of them have made it into the third round of the magic competition of Hector. And as they are spending the night kind of relaxing and everything, they were given an envelope with a single ring inside for each player. And as each of the contestants put on this ring, all of them have been given instructions on the envelope as well, and was given instructions by Merlin himself. Basically, to go off and they will, after receiving their targets in the middle of the night, they are to go off and defeat one of the teams that is currently in there. And so, each party must defeat their targets before the end of the time that they have been given, which I believe was 3 days. I think it was 3 days. Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
So they have been given 3 days to go and defeat their targets, or they will be eliminated from the competition. All of them decide to spend a little bit of time as they understand that the order of them completing the second round also determines how long until they receive their targets. Some of the teams will receive them a little earlier than others, while theirs, being one of the last teams to complete round 2, will receive their targets a little later. And so all of them are relaxing in bed, getting some nice sleep, when they all hear a loud explosion and they see Ito's room has erupted in a ball of flames. And so as they go and check inside, they see the entire room on fire, Ito's bag burning in the flames, and they see Ito nowhere in sight. And that is where all of you come in.
Oh no! So this is awful. Hey, Minara, do you know if Torn was buried with his gold and his water skin? This is just a side question.
No, because I don't think now is the time about asking all of that.
Yeah, true. Oh no, our friend.
Noah's the most concerned out of all of us.
I just imagine he just like turns over. It's like, wait, what? Oh no, the room's on fire, and he's got like this. And he's got like the hands on his like cheek, just like, oh
Yeah.
no!
I just have a bag of gold covered in dirt in my hand. Oh no!
So you see like running up the steps and everything to like put out the fires, like are the you see the bartender and a couple other people just sitting there taking buckets of water, just throwing it in. And you even see a mage come up there and start trying to put out the fire and everything, and the bartender's like, well, don't just stand there. Any of you know any water spells?
I'm gonna help out and cast shape water on any of the water that they're bringing up, and I'm gonna help like douse the fire.
Okay.
Oh man, this looks like a great time for my flaming sphere.
Can I use Ray of Frost to like help?
Johnny, can I cast gas bubble in the room to like snuff out some of the fire?
Oh, because gas bubble doesn't allow oxygen?
Gas bubble prevents gases from entering or exit the bubble.
That is okay. That's true. Yeah, you definitely could do that.
So Gail just rips a massive fart.
Pretty much. So this is how wide is it?
It is 30 feet around you.
Got it. Okay.
What if he's in there though when he suffocates?
So I'm gonna be like, guys, step back, and I'm gonna like run in the room and just like cast it.
You're gonna run in the fire?
Like I'm gonna like cast it and like run in. to like try and help Fleek?
Okay. So you're gonna run into the fire.
Casting the spell first, then running in.
Well, yeah, but you're still running into the fire.
There's a surprising lack of like water spells now that I'm looking at it.
Well, I'm using it to try and get rid of the oxygen for the fire.
Well, first off, let me go check the description of this. Because there's a few limitations of this spell.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it. Unless it's worded differently than what I think it is.
Let's see. The bubble follows you and prevents gases from entering or exiting the bubble. Yeah. So what would happen is the oxygen that gets trapped with you would then proceed to move with you because it can't exit, and and then once you run into the room, the fire is going to create carbon dioxide, which then is now trapped in the bubble with you.
Wait, hold on. So if he holds his breath, right? If he holds his breath, well, yeah, because it says it can't enter or exit, right? So the oxygen in the room.
I guess I'll help trying to get the buckets of water then.
So, yeah, it'd probably be best for the buckets of water. The best.
Can I try using Ray of Frost to like maybe fight some of the fire?
Yeah, you could probably use some of it to help.
I'm just gonna go grab a bucket and then start drinking from the bucket.
Man, this fire must be really intense.
Who's this guy? Was that a ghost that I heard?
Did we hear? I think we heard a
I think
ghost.
I'm hearing voices.
Also, Johnny,
Yeah?
the audience says that they don't have like any sort of visuals.
There's not really much visuals to go on here,
there's no visuals.
Well, no, I know. I'm saying like you're not like streaming the layout and whatnot.
Yeah, that's because they don't need it yet. I don't want to spoil the new. I don't want to spoil the new character.
Okay, that's fair. I was just letting you know because they mentioned it. So that's all.
Well, you know what? They're here to listen in, okay? They don't get the full experience. Watch it over at youtube.com/eDIOCRACY. You can go watch it now.
I thought you were gonna link your Patreon.
We're currently doing Theater of the Mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think I'm gonna create an entire tavern just to burn it down? Honest. Wait a minute! Don't answer that.
Yes, I do.
I probably would do that.
You think Johnny has enough time to create it?
Okay, so all of you are currently putting out the fire. After a few minutes of putting it out, you finally you're able to get it extinguished, and the bartender looks over at all of you and just goes, "Magic competition."
Magic competition.
But we have nothing to do with this fire. We didn't do this.
Of course. Oh, I hate it whenever they do this. Okay.
Do you guys get like a fee paid out to you every time there's a fire in your establishment because of the Magic Festival, or like do you guys just kind of like take? You guys that have good insurance?
What's insurance?
Well, that's bad.
No, Merlin, I guess, will fix it later. He did last time, but
Okay, well, that's
whatever.
good.
Just, gosh.
Then you don't mind if I put a little fire here, right?
Because the best way to fight fire is with fire.
Yeah, exactly.
We just put out the fire.
I just put the hot pepper in my mouth and spit some fire onto the ground. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to use my hot pepper yet. That would be a good opportunity, though.
Okay.
Okay, but the fire is out, right?
Yeah, fire is out.
Mhm.
Yes.
Can we go in and like look around?
Yeah, you
Like,
look.
I want to see if there's like shriveled up bones of Ito, or if he just wasn't in there.
As you walk in there, you look around. The only bones that you see, there's like one or two bones that's like that was like in his bag.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
it doesn't. I mean, no, you don't see like a whole burnt skeleton or anything like that.
I
Okay,
take
so
out a magnifying glass in my backpack, and I'm like,
You even
Seems to
have a
be he must have
magnifying
gotten-
glass?
I don't know actually if I do or not. I was just hoping to pull something out of my hat.
He's imagining he has
Yeah,
one.
no. Okay, I pull. I like act like I'm looking through a magnifying glass, but there's actually nothing in my hand.
Wait, do you still have a stick?
I think I might still have. I do still have the stick.
You
Yeah, I'm gonna
talking
take
about
the
from the
stick-
arena?
I think so.
Yeah, no, you don't have that anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
act
y'all have
like I
nothing from the arena. All that
Alright.
stuff is
Mm.
gone, including all those spell ingredients that you get.
Alright, I'm just gonna take out a fake. I'm gonna act like I'm taking out a magnifying glass, and I'm gonna look around the room and be like, seems that there was a fire here. and make no mention to his body or no body.
Can I take a look around and see if there's like any sign of Ito, like where he might have went, if he's alright, stuff like that.
I'm gonna follow him
From what you
closely.
can tell in the room, it seems that the only thing that was left in there was his big bag that had like just simple. It was just like a simple explorer's pack and everything. So he had that. There was a couple bones in there. Basically things that you could use for spell components that weren't like small enough to fit in his components pouch.
Yeah.
He like just a few things in there. There were some rations that got burned in the fire, and you notice the window itself was shattered. And by the
Okay.
looks of it, by the looks of the glass itself, the glass is kind of like inside of the window. Basically telling you that something broke this before the fire came out.
And it came from outside,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna take some of the soot from the ground and then draw a mustache on my face. And I'm going to be like, seems somebody broke in to grab him and then took him.
I'm gonna soil his pants while he does that, and then I'm gonna look out the window.
Okay. As you look out the window, you notice like there's a little like just across the street is like a little kind of like park, and you see like basically two like dark cloaked figures just like sprinting across the park in the opposite direction of the building.
I point it out to everyone, and then take off outside.
Okay, are you hopping through the window?
We're in the second story, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
you're
fo-
like second, third story. You're.
I have
How
a
far are they?
I have pretty good acrobatics, so I might be able to
How
do it.
far? They're probably like.
More than 120 feet.
Second story, and then we.
Because I was gonna magic missile their ankles.
You could probably cast magic missile.
Alright, I'm gonna cast level 1 magic missile and just kind of like toss the rest of like 3 of them, or 3, or actually no. I'll shoot 2 of them at the dude's ankles.
Okay, there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I'll use the 3. I'll do 2 on one guy, 1 on the other, and just cast it directly at the ankles of the people.
Okay, and so basically, as like they're running, you see that one of them kind of gets hit. They trip a little bit. They catch themselves and keep running. But the other one, that you shot 2 of them at, seems to like basically, as they're running, you see them kind of like almost like stumble a little bit as they cast shield behind them and block it,
Damn.
and they just keep running.
I'm gonna try and hop out the window.
So you pop out the window, and you're planning on chasing them?
Yeah,
I'm gonna follow.
and I'm gonna try and like climb as best I can, climb down the side of the building, like, and try and like use maybe acrobatics to
Okay.
like.
Yep. Yeah, roll me acrobatics.
I'm trying to decide whether I want to use Tides of Chaos or not. Because I don't know if
Mind Spike.
because it doesn't specify whether I use it before I say what it is or like when I use it. I don't want to like use it and then I would have gotten it anyways. I got a 15 is what I got.
Got a 15.
Yeah.
Okay. So you end up making it down the side just fine.
Okay.
You get to the ground and you like look across the park, and just as you're able to look across the park, you see them just there's like a kind of like a set of trees that surrounds the entire park itself, and you look and you see them basically dash behind some trees, and it looks like they've just run down like some alleyway.
Okay, I'm gonna keep like heading that direction.
I'm gonna.
I guess while that's happening, Gal's gonna stay in the room and like look around, trying to see if like, because you said we don't see like an actual body there. So Gal's gonna look to see if there's any sort of like hiding spots or something like that.
Okay.
Hmm.
You look around. You don't see really any place to hide in the room. I mean, the room itself. I mean, it only looked like it was 2 beds. There was kind of like a small compartment area that you could put stuff in the first wall as soon as you walk in the room. Almost like a little miniature closet, but like it was raised up to an extent, so like you're not really going to put anyone in there. You look around and stuff, that there's really no place that someone could have hidden in here. And if there was, it would have been burnt out. However, with Dazu chasing them down, you end up running and you finally get across the park to that alleyway that you see them go in, and you look around and you find no trace of them.
I love when I waste a spell slot.
So there's nothing, not like I can't even like try and take a closer look around. And actually, are there anybody near? Is there anybody nearby that I can talk to? Maybe see if I can get some like they went that way kind of.
You see, it seems to be like a couple standing kind of like outside the park. They were, they're about to walk like away from the park and everything, but it seems like they were like, it seems like they're kind of like whispering back and forth about like the explosion that just happened.
I will walk up to them and say, "Excuse me. There were some people that ran by. I think they might have been the cause of the explosion. Did you see which way they went?"
The lady looks at you and just goes, it looks like, I mean, last we saw, we weren't entirely sure if they were people, but there was something that went into that alleyway there," and points at the alleyway you just came from.
They went to the alley or from the alley?
They went to the alley.
Novos is gonna slowly come up behind Dashu and be like, this is an alleyway.
Is there anything in the alleyway? Like, I'm gonna like look up and around, like see if I can see any kind of like maybe like rogue symbols, thieves can't kind of stuff.
So I mean, as you look around, you see like you see in little thieves' cant and everything. You can like you see a couple symbols. Like there's one that's telling you that like one's telling you that like over on like 6th Street there's there's a black market in the alley behind the tavern. And then there's like another one that tells you that guards don't look back in this area at all. But other than that, that's all you could find.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get up on one of the buildings that's in this alleyway.
Okay.
Is that acrobatics?
Yep.
Hey,
Ooh,
you be
that's really
careful
good.
up there. You're gonna fall.
That's 23.
Wow, he really
like,
just
do-
front flipped up that thing.
Yeah, I like use Novos's like shoulders as a springboard and get up higher.
So you basically you get up to the top, you look around, you still don't see any traces of them, but you do see like notice like some people are looking around, they're walking, looking around and everything. It seems some people are out and about because of the huge explosion. And then you hear another loud explosion from the other side of like you see another explosion happen like from the other side of the town. And you hear like it sounds like basically the firehouse bell ringing just in the background, ding ding ding. And then on the ring, from the ring itself that you're wearing glows just a little bit, as you hear a voice in your ear, and it's Merlin goes, "And those are the sounds of the competition beginning."
Is my ring glowing as well, or is it just
Yeah,
his?
Yeah,
everyone's.
it's everyone.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna look at I'm gonna find Manara and be like, all right, what do we need to do?
I'm not too sure. We don't have it. Our rings haven't told us exactly.
Oh,
No
true,
one's
true.
gotten their objectives yet.
I guess I'll also go back to the group and explain that I lost the people running, but I have a suspicion that they may be a part of the competition in some fashion.
I just hope Ito's okay.
I think
Well, at
wherever
least he's
he
not
is,
charbroiled.
yes, I think that is a good point to make. I don't think he would go down that easily.
They might have kidnapped him.
I don't think so. We only saw a couple people running.
True.
So unless he's trying to fake his death for some odd reason, I don't think they have done anything to him. I think they tried to attack him as maybe that he was their target, or it could be something to do with the mage killer.
I'm gonna pick back up my imaginary hourglass and like look at Dashi really closely and be like,
An hourglass?
It makes sense.
You're trying
Or
to
not
tell the time?
hourglass.
Trying to you trying to tell the time.
The spyglass, and then I'm just gonna be like,
You mean the imaginary? It's not even.
Yeah, or the
magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pick up an imaginary magnifying glass and just look really.
He's
close at the dog.
like swapping this like a CS:GO hacker.
Yeah. I just keep it's just my hand going into my pocket and not pulling out anything repeatedly because I don't actually have these items. They're all imaginary.
So you know that
He pulls out. You see him like basically flip it, and then he just looks into it like he's trying to like tell the time, and he's like, "Oh, okay." Puts it away. He pulls his hands back out, and he like just sits there and tries to pretend it's like a pirate spyglass, and he's looking straight at you.
Extend it and then put it back in my pocket.
you know that old prank where like someone was using binoculars and they would like pull them away and they'd have the like circles around their eyes?
Yeah.
Can I use prestidigitation to do that to Novos? Just for fun.
I don't think it even allows that though.
It does allow a minor illusion like that.
I mean, yeah, you can make an illusion of that happening, I guess.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
like trying to create any like actual physical thing.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could do that. I mean, you could create that, but like,
It was just a bit. It's just a bit. It's
I-
not that serious.
It is serious because if I let you do this one time, then he's gonna want to do it, and then we're gonna have a whole spree of can you actually do this?
I soiled Dashu's pants.
Like that. You're not even supposed to be able to do. But I allowed it one time, and now you do it all the time.
Yeah, because it's a bit.
Exactly.
Okay, moving on.
So I'm gonna say to the group, I think for now we should try and focus on our objectives when they come in, and if we find Edo, we find them. If we don't, we don't. I don't think he is going. Like I said, I don't think he's going to go down that easily. But I also don't think we should try and focus all our efforts on finding him, for the simple fact of he may be one of our targets. He may end up having one of us as his target. Therefore, anything like that we shouldn't worry about for now.
I think our main worry is just surviving until we get our targets.
Exactly.
I'm just drawing pictures in the ash while y'all talk about that.
Oh, is that a picture of a dog? Oh, wait, no, that's you, Novos, isn't it?
Novos is trying to do a self-portrait, but Novos isn't very artistic.
Is Novos only talking the third person now?
Novos does sometimes talk in the third person. Novos thinks Dashu is dumb, but Novos is secretly dumber. But Novos will never let Dashu know that.
He just shows them.
I will pull Gel aside and kind of say to him, I think we should try and kind of come up with some ideas for, how to best survive between the two of us.
Best case scenario, everyone survives, but
Exactly. That's the best case scenario. But I think at some point this is going to get into a one-on-one kind of situation of the teams of two become versus each other. Whoever is the last team of two.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be a group effort. Because if it was, then I believe he would have allowed us to all be in larger groups.
Yeah. Or either that, or he's gonna split us up after this round.
Yes, possibly. And then it would just be every person for themselves.
I just poke my head in and be like, "What you guys whispering about?"
We were talking about your self-portrait you drew.
Aw, that's nice of you guys.
Oh,
yes,
we were
it's so
being
great. It
nice.
looks like a child drew it.
Yeah, exactly.
And my feelings are hurt.
That was the point.
I soil his pants.
I stole your pants.
Alright, so what's the plan here, guys? Or Manara, what do you think we should do while we're waiting for our ring to activate? Should we just kind of, like, stay in place? Should we hide away?
Not entirely too sure. I don't think we should stay in one place though.
Yeah, I think we should probably head out of this inn because this inn could probably be another target.
Yeah. I think the tavern keep already has a lot on his plate.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs another explosion happening.
Yeah, unfortunately. As much as I'd love to provide him one.
Then, out of nowhere, you hear an explosion.
A black hole just appears.
The entire town was eaten by a huge black hole.
The entire town was
And
a
that's the end
mimic.
to Pat the Supernova.
The entire town was a mimic.
I call upon the powers of Cthulhu.
I'm just using my dice as Beyblades right now.
Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip.
Yeah, I know, right?
I think maybe we should head out into the town. Maybe
agree
and
with you.
just walk around until we get our notification on our rings.
Yeah, sounds good.
And I'm gonna walk over to Dazu and say, Novos and I are gonna walk around for a bit, but good luck to you guys.
While we
And
walk... Oh, sorry.
it's okay. And I hope we all make it through to the next round.
I hope so as well. Good luck, you guys.
While we walk out of the
Thank you.
room, I'm going to take some ash and then draw a mustache on Manara's face.
I let him do it.
Okay.
You gotta be disguised.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They'll never know it's us.
Yeah, only it's one of those things where it's like I'm worried like if we go into like the town, it's like you're just out in the open, so anyone can get at you. But if you're like in a closed space, you're in a closed space and you're gonna
Well,
be able to
yes, but I mean, it was obvious. Like, you know, obviously they were able to get to Ito somehow, and he was in a closed space.
Yeah, like I was saying though, it's you're just kind of in a bad spot regardless.
Yeah, yeah.
As after they leave, I'm gonna turn to Gel and say, there is a black market that I know of now. If you'd like, we could go maybe check around and see if there's maybe anything worth grabbing. See if it can help us.
Well, I don't have much myself, but I mean, if you've got stuff, you got the money to buy something. Doesn't hurt to look.
I don't think I have enough money to buy anything personally. I was just wanting to see if you wanted to look, but I think you were right. It's probably best to find a place that we can hide out. And who knows, maybe these rings will show us where our target is. So maybe it won't matter whether or not if we're inside or outside.
Yeah, it's probably how whoever it was found Ito,
Yeah, exactly.
because otherwise it'd be like trying to find a needle in a haystack,
So
trying to figure out who your target is.
maybe Minara and Novos are onto something. Maybe if we're out and about, it might dissuade some people from attacking because of casualties, but I'm not sure. I doubt that Merlin would allow casualties like that.
Just between you and me, I think the entire town might be under a protection field, like how we were in the virtual reality stuff.
That does make sense, especially because if Ito did get hit, then there were no bones, nothing like showing that he was dead, he could have poofed. So that is a possibility.
And it also make it easier for the cleanup.
Yeah. So I say if we go walk around, we just kind of maybe not stay together and like kind of pace ourselves so that there's less likely a chance that we both get attacked at the same time.
Okay.
But if we stay in, then we can just stay somewhere and kind of watch entrances.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we need some place that we'd be able to see where anyone coming in or anything.
Maybe we can find somewhere a little up high too. That way we can see if people are approaching. Honestly,
Sounds like not a bad idea.
Honestly, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea just to stay in the tavern on one of the upper floors.
We just have to make sure that there's no windows nearby, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm back.
So I think me and Gel are probably just gonna keep trying to figure out something for now.
Okay. So we've got Novos and Manara who are headed out of the tavern, and Dazu and Gale, y'all are staying at the tavern.
I believe for now we're staying at the tavern because I think we're just discussing of like whether or not we should stay in the tavern or head out.
Okay,
Mhm.
got it. So you're gonna head. So you're not heading to the possible black market right now.
I'm fine for either going to just to look or what.
Actually, yeah, let's go and look because there could be information there at the very least. So yeah, we'll go to the market.
Okay. So all of you head out of the tavern and everything, and you kind of start wandering the streets. Now the question is, do any of you like bring lights with you, or are you just wandering around in the dark?
I have my
Yeah,
spell. I'm gonna just touch it to myself. I'm gonna go ahead and touch myself.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Dazu and Gale, what about you?
yeah, I have the ring of light, so
Okay.
I'll just use that.
You got it. So, use that, and you head out, and you start walking. And Dazu and Gale, you finally make it to, you end up going to 6th Street, and you find the alleyway behind the tavern. The tavern seems kind of dim and quiet. You can see through the window. There's a couple people there, but there's probably a max inside of like 5 people. It seems like a really quiet night for them. You do still hear in the distance of the town, you are hearing the fire bells go off and everything. And as you're walking, you get just to the end of the alleyway there where you turn, and you could see there seems to be like some guy kind of standing there in front of a curtain, and like as he's kind of sitting there in front of the curtain, you hear like what seems to be like the sound of thunder in the distance. Minara and Novos, at this point you would see it, but y'all kind of like, you notice a little flash, but you don't actually see the like lightning bolt itself, but you hear thunder kind of in the distance across the town towards where that fire was. And then after that happens, you hear Merlin on the ring goes, "And it looks like the first team has been defeated from the competition."
Jeez.
Well, it
That was quick.
looks like Ito, I guess, made it out alive then.
Yes, that is true. I'm gonna walk up to the guy at the curtain and kind of speak to him in Thieves' Cant and just try and get in.
All right. So you walk up, you start speaking in Thieves' Cant this, it seems kind of like a buff guy, probably about the size of Gel. He looks over and goes, "What do you two want?"
We're here to do some shopping.
And you're saying all this kind of like in Thieves' Cant?
Yeah, so it's like we're looking for a quick bite to eat.
Well, I'm supposed to get a little permission, but Nothing about those rings in the competition?
Yes. We're both in the competition.
Okay. Well, we've got a couple people also in it, so we kind of know how the rules are going right now. Look, you can go inside, but keep all your fighting outside.
Understood.
You get into any fight, even if you started or not, we're gonna come over. And we're gonna come over, and we're gonna put you in the hospital, and we're gonna make sure you don't win this thing.
Well, of course, we will not disrespect the market.
Okay, you can go in. And he pulls the curtain to the side, and you see, like, there's a door behind this curtain, and as you walk and open the door, you see, looks like to be like a kind of like a hidden market in this place. Probably got a total of maybe 20 stalls or something. It goes down a few stairs, almost like it's like a huge kind of like sewer area that's just kind of been blocked off with crates and stuff like that. But you see that there's people walking around selling things. There's probably a total of about 30, 40 people down here walking around, not counting the people who are at the stalls. So in total, probably about 60 people walking around this area, just kind of going around talking to people. There's a little bit of music, but it's not like anything too crazy. That's the wrong playlist. That is the crazy music. But you end up walking in. There's some music playing and everything, and you see that there's all types of stuff, like anything from exotic pets to literally like an actual slave market. Just people just walking around, like seeing what they can buy.
Okay. I guess we will start looking around. I think I'm gonna start off with trying to see if I can find rune cards or rune stuff for Gal.
Yeah, as Gil is not like used to any of like the thieves stuff, Gil is just gonna kind of like exist.
He's
It's
just
kind
coming
of
right behind.
yeah.
Which is
We're still outside, me and
likes-
Manara, right?
What'd you say?
What?
Are me and Manara still outside?
Well, yeah, y'all aren't.
Yeah,
with
we're
them.
just walking around.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So Dazu and Gale, you're kind of walking in. You go into the market, and I mean, you're looking around at stuff. You see people selling, weapons, and there's like alcohol and stuff you can see as well. There even seems to be a couple like games, and you even see a product. You see a fortune teller down there, and nothing like really grabs your attention that much. Like there's a few interesting bits, but nothing too crazy. Until you get toward about halfway down in the center, there's a stall that you see. It looks to be like a really skinny. It looks to be like a really skinny goblin kind of sitting behind the little counter of the stall, and he goes, "Yeah, you two, come here. You interested in any magic stuff?"
What kind of magic stuff you talking about?
Well, probably shouldn't say too much, but it's magic stuff as in, like, things that could help you out in a certain competition of sorts, as he kind of gestures towards your rings.
All right, let's see what you got.
And you see him reach over, and he grabs another ring, and he goes, "Well, this right here, this is it's a pretty convenient little device. What you do is you put this on. Doesn't matter where. You can put it on your ring. You can hang it off your ear. It doesn't matter. As long as you make physical contact with it, you can then go and cast. Well, I'm not gonna say every spell, but you can cast a certain amount of spells for free, as you could say." And you see him literally like. You see him like sit there, and he casts basically you only see him cast a singular magic missile forward, and it hits like one of the random like shields that he has sitting on the side.
So it's just a single
He fired
like-
a single magic missile. Yes.
Do I get the sense that that's all he could shoot, or that's all he chose to shoot?
You don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him to try it. Like, can I try it before I buy it? Kind of deal.
Well, as long as you don't blow up my stall, sure. Go on ahead. He ends up handing you the ring.
Okay. I guess I'll just try and do magic missile as well, but I'm gonna try and do more than one shot.
So, so you put it on and you cast this thing, and you fire. You end up firing. You doing first level?
Yeah, like first level.
Yeah. So you end up firing this thing, and as you fire it, you see all three magic missiles. Instead of popping, kind of like surging the magic through you, they seem to just appear out of the ring itself and just boom, 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 and hit the shield.
Interesting. So the ring itself is casting the spell. Does the ring like look deteriorated after I did that, or like
Nope,
just looks normal?
looks completely fine.
Okay, I'll take it off and hand it back to him. I say, "What else you got? Let me just peruse it before I decide."
Okay. Well, I've got a I've got a shield over here. I know the big guy might be a little interested in that. This shield here, and you see him pick it. He's barely able to lift this thing, and he picks it up and he kind of sets it over on the counter, and you hear a little crack in the wood of the counter itself as he puts it on. He goes, "This thing's a little heavy, but if you can manage to wield it, well, let me tell you, it's pretty great, because this right here, this thing can help you resist the blast of a dragon, and we've tested it."
Oh, it would have been good to
Yeah.
have last round, but I mean, same thing. It's definitely useful.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Matter of fact, going ahead and use that ring real quick, and he holds it. He like holds it up essentially. And he goes, "Go on ahead and blast me with something."
How big you want it?
He's just like struggling to hold this thing up. Well, big enough to hit me, but try not to burn down my stall.
Okay,
Well,
I'll just.
Before you cast that, Gel's gonna ask if he wants Gel to hold it for him.
It would be bad business to let a customer get hurt.
I don't think you know how much he can handle.
Oh, I don't think you understand how much people watch around here. And you see other people actually like looking in and everything, kind of
Fair
curious.
I'll just, I guess, shoot magic missile. I don't want to do something like fireball. Actually, I'll do firebolt.
Okay.
Instead.
Yeah. Cool. Roll for hit.
Okay. And would it just be off of my normal hit? Like the plus to it? Just I have a +2 for normally when I use firebolt. So
I think he's saying that he's casting it from the ring.
Yeah, I thought that's what I was doing.
Yeah. You just roll.
Okay, it's just normal.
It's just a normal roll. Yeah.
I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos real quick.
Oh, okay.
I rolled 4, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got 12.
All right. Yeah. So that's a hit. He's sitting there holding it, and this thing right into him, and you see him like stumble back a little bit, and he's like wobbling around trying to hold the shield, but you notice like the shield itself seems completely fine. Like you saw it hit it, it almost made you see it almost like made a burn mark, but then the burn mark disappeared. You see, it's foolproof, and then he just he falls down to the ground with it, and he goes, "But it is kind of heavy."
All right. Is that all you've got?
Not. well, I've got other things. And you see him basically, he kind of picks up and he starts kind of like rolling the shield over before he lifts it back up onto the stand. And he goes, well, I think, let's see, another... I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be showing you this one, but I might as well. And he reaches under the counter itself, and you see him basically pull out, and he kind of like brushes off. There's no real dust or anything on it, but like just to be sure, he kind of brushes off what seems to be some type of cloak. He goes, well, this cloak here is it's a very convenient cloak. So you remember that little magic missile stunt we pulled a second ago? Well, this one here is perfect for just that. And you see him put on the cloak, and he goes, see, these little stars here. Now, I would love to demonstrate it to you, but unfortunately, well, it kind of only has a certain amount of uses. But each of these stars, like you see like a starry pattern basically all over this cloak. He goes, each of these stars has a little bit of magic imbued in them, and if you reach over and you see him, he kind of pulls it out a little bit, like it's almost like a sticker on the outside, and he goes, if you pull this off, you could then freely cast the magic missile spell, and you can do this for as many stars as there is on this cloak.
Okay. And how many stars are kind of on the cloak?
Let me look. This is a legit thing I have to go look for. There's a certain character that I have to pull up for this. I don't remember what it's actually called, so I gotta go figure this out. Oh, well, actually, it's okay. Got it. That's easy. It has. Let's see. There are 6 stars located on the robe's upper front portion, and they're quite large.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's only 6 total, though.
Yeah. There's 6 of the large ones. You see others that create like a starry. It creates like a starry sky and everything, but the only ones that look like that you can possibly pull out and everything are the 6 at the top of it.
And did he said that it's like one-time use, like after you use it, it's done, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna ask him, do you have any rune magic stuff?
Rune magic? Well...
I know it's not the most common.
Well, maybe for some. It's kind of hard to find that down here. Rune magic's more of a... think of it as a commoner's type of magic. It's not really meant for people going out and doing anything... and he says in Thieves' Cant illegal.
Yes.
But... I guess you could say that, well, I might have something. And you see him, like, he goes under the counter again, and you can hear almost what sounds to be like a trunk or some type of chest or something opening up. And he, like, goes and he reaches in and he pulls out what looks to be 2 flintlocks, and he just puts them on the counter and he goes, well, I've got both of these. Both of them are attuned to the fire rune. So I mean, I can knock off the price a little bit because they've already been attuned, but they were kind of expensive. I mean, these things they're 200 gold pieces per. I paid 250, but since they're attuned already and you have to use fire rune cards now, I could go to about 200.
And how much were the other items that he already showed us? Kind of like. Did he give us price ranges, kind of?
So the robe is going to be 300 gold pieces. The ring that ring is going to be another 200. And then the shield was going to be 150.
So, I'm assuming Gail also doesn't have
I've got
any.
nothing.
Yeah, you've got nothing. I've got like 30 gold, like almost 40 gold to my name.
You've got gold?
Yeah, exactly. Am I still wearing the one ring that he had gave me?
Yes.
Does it look different than my ring of light?
Yeah. I mean, it looks to be like there's an actual like, there's no like text or anything like engraved on it, but it does seem that like, it's almost like a normal ring and everything, but it looks like it almost has like an engraving. It has like an engraving, almost like a kind of like it looks like someone put little tiny engravings of swirls, almost kind of like to insinuate like magic.
Okay, so it basically is distinct enough that if I were to hand him the ring of light, he would notice, basically.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'll take off his ring and say, I appreciate you showing us everything, but it's a bit out of our price range. Unless you're willing to sponsor us, I don't think we're the right marks for you.
And he's just like, wait, maybe we can find something then. What is your price range then?
Do you have anything for 30 gold?
30 gold. Ugh.
Like maybe a magic toothpick?
I might be able to find something here. And he like starts reaching under and everything. And as he reaches under, you see your Tabaxi friend, for the one who's sold you stuff, or the one who tried selling you stuff before. He, like
I
you.
bought the potion from him, I think.
Yeah. And he walks up and he goes, What are you doing here?
We're here for the magic competition.
Ah, magic competition. That's cool. So you're down here trying to get magical items?
We're just trying to help get any kind of help we can for the competition.
I see. I mean, that is kind of smart, especially since they don't like violence down here. I mean, good luck, and hopefully you don't get scanned by any of these guys. And immediately you see the goblin like pull up, and it looks like he's got like it's a little tiny handbook. He goes, "Well, I ended up finding this here. This is not the greatest, but what you could do." And he goes and he opens the book. He goes, "Basically, you can go in and you can write down an item that you would like, and it would basically try to recreate an image of that item itself. So, an example, let's say this ring here, and I would write down magic ring, and I would think of the ring itself, and and you see him close his eyes and he kind of thinks of it, and you see like basically an exact depiction of the ring, like drawn in on there and colored in full, almost like it was like an actual picture taken.
Okay.
Other than this, I'm not really sure what I could do for you there. And
Well, can I test out the book real quick?
I guess the thing is, it does have a limited number of uses. You see, there's 100 pages in this book.
Mm-hmm.
And I just used the first one, so I mean, I guess you could use the second one, but I could only let you do it once. I mean, if that's... I mean, if you would like to test it, I could let you use it one time.
Yeah, let me see it real quick.
Okay. So Yeah. So what do you plan on writing in it?
I'm going to try. So just so I'm understanding correctly how it actually works, it just makes an image in the book, right?
Yep, it makes an image of whatever. So you write down like the name or either the name of the item or an item that you're thinking of, and it will take your memory and it will basically draw an exact image of only that object in the book.
Okay. But that's all it does. It doesn't like help you find it, but it looks like like a picture was taken.
Yeah, it looks like a picture was taken of it. Yeah.
Okay. Trying to think of any kind of object. I'll just close the book and hand it back and just tell him I can't think of anything to write, honestly.
I mean,
But
you could do you could do a
Just-
lot of things. I mean, you could think about maybe like some food that you wanted that you really thought was really good, or maybe you had a certain maybe like your favorite dagger, or shoot, even maybe a family member or a friend or someone you just don't like. You could write it in and it'll show you a picture of them.
I just don't wait. Okay, you can do it for people.
Yeah. Do you have anyone in mind?
Can you put down Edo?
Well, I don't know. I don't know this person.
Yeah.
So.
I grabbed the book and write down Edo
Okay.
and like think about it and try and imagine.
So you take the book and you're just about to like you basically as soon as like the quill hits the book, you see your tabaxi. My brain wanted to say Khajiit so much. You see your tabaxi friend reach over and he kind of grabs your wrist real quick. Goes wait a second. And you see him look over like dead at the goblin and goes, you wouldn't mind showing us how this worked again, would you? What do you mean? I just showed. That's not what I'm talking about. I just showed him exactly how this worked. No, I'm asking you to not only show us, but to take that ring off as you do it. And you both of you look at you see that he's got like it looks to be some type of like black ring on. He's just like, what about the ring? I want you to take that ring off and show us again before my friend here goes and gets himself very much hurt. What are you accusing me of, like doing something bad? What do you think this ring is? It's just a random ring that I pickpocketed off someone. And the tabaxi kind of leans over to both of you and whispers, "So that's a ring of Dispel Curse."
Mm.
And I only know this because he reaches in his bag and he pulls out a ring of Dispel Curse. When you're down here, it's very common to try to acquire one of these because things can be cursed. Have you used any of these magical items?
I used this ring right here.
Well, you seem to be alive, so doesn't seem to be that bad, but no telling what this book may have. And the goblin's just like, so what do you plan on buying it, or what?
I closed the book and set it on the table. Thank you. I think I've seen enough here, and I'm gonna try and like walk off with the tabaxi and gal.
One
Yeah,
second.
as okay.
Okay. So, what were you saying?
I said I'm gonna close the book and set it down on the table and tell the goblin that I've seen enough and try and walk off with the tabaxi and gal.
Okay. All right. So you're just leaving the book and just leaving the stall completely.
Yes.
So you'll end up walking off, and you see the tabaxi. The tabaxi's kind of following you guys, just like. So, how long have you been in here?
We've been in here since the beginning of the mage tournament, but in this area specifically, we've only been here since just a few hours.
I see. So, and was that the first guy was that the first one you talked to down here?
Yes.
I've got I've got a friend. You probably passed them on the way through. Maybe my friend can help you find for, maybe something you're looking for. Is there something you're looking for?
We really don't have much money. We came mainly just to look, but if there's anyone that can maybe help us locate some items that may need new owners, if you catch my drift.
Well,
That might help us a little at least.
so you're in the market of obtaining or retrieving for others?
If it can help us get items, then I am more than happy to retrieve items for people, but again, we need some form of compensation. But if we can also find items that, maybe the owner has a few of, or maybe they're so rich that they don't even know that they have it, kind of deal, like, not stealing from your average person who needs it to get by, but someone that's definitely not gonna miss it.
Novus is gonna go find an oven and put a pizza in it.
Okay. So, let's see. Well, I think the best one to probably ask would probably. I think you should follow me. And with that, he kind of leads you off, like, down the market some, and he brings you back to that fortune teller you saw. You see another tabaxi lady kind of sitting there, and she seems to be with a guy, and she's just like, I think I can see something. It seems that the one you are looking for is going to be arriving in the near future. And he just goes, what? Can you be a little more specific? Look, I'm a fortune teller. I can tell you the future and I can tell you your fortune, but I can't tell you exactly when it's going to happen. The fact that you got the near future is honestly a miracle, okay? Now pay up. And he's just like, oh gosh, of course another one of these stupid scammers. And he pulls out a silver coin, puts it on the table, and he gets up and storms off. And you see you see the tabaxi merchant that was with you. He goes, Hi, dear old friend. How are you? And she looks up and goes, Kai, it's great to see you again. Who are these fine fellows you have with you? Well, I brought in two friends who are looking a little bit on the market for jobs. And what sort of payment are they requesting for said jobs? And he kind of just gives Dazu a little nudge.
Well, we're hoping for either magic items or possibly runes or rune cards.
Well, I may have a few things. Depends what you're looking for. Are you wanting me to tell you your future, or are you looking for something that can maybe help you survive into the future?
Survive into the future.
Well, I'm not entirely sure. But I might have a few things that might pique your interest. And you see her kind of go over and she opens this little tiny lockbox. And as she opens it, you see there's just jewelry all inside this thing. She goes, "Go on ahead and take your pick." And you see, like all types of jewelry inside this thing. And Kai, you see Kai like look over and he just goes, "Well, I don't think they know what any of this does." "Well, it can't hurt for them to choose one and let me tell them." That is kind of true. Well, feel free to look into the box.
Okay, I'll look into the box and kind of, I guess, just pull one at random and ask what it does.
Yeah, so you pull the first one out. It seems to be it looks like it's a normal emerald ring. And as you kind of hold it up for her, she goes, that is the emerald ring. That's a very clever one. Well, if you must know, from what I can remember about that ring, is that basically anyone who puts it on has the ability to slightly persuade others. It's almost like being able to cast a spell to charm people. But do keep in mind that if the spell, for whatever reason, doesn't work, it may have the opposite effect on them.
Okay. I'll pull out a different ring. Like, put that one back and pull out a different one.
Yep. So you go in and you pull out another one, and she goes, well, that one is that one's a fine ring. And you look at it, it's looks to be it's just a normal gold ring, but you notice on the side of it, it's got like kind of engraved on it is just all around the ring. It's just basically a rabbit's foot, just over and over. She goes, that one is it's a pretty simple one. That one just it's very helpful, I guess, trying to get up to high ledges and things. It helps you jump higher.
Okay. Of the rings that are in there, can you kind of like give me a description of them so I can just like actually pick one out that I might want to know more about instead of kind of just doing at random? Or is that easier just to do it at random?
We'd be here all night.
Because
there's necklaces and rings and stuff like that.
Cause I'm trying to find like
Yeah, it's a box full of stuff.
It is full of various jewelry, like rings, necklaces, amulets, stuff like that. Like there's just a ton of stuff.
Is there any ones that can do invisibility?
Invisibility. And you see her look into it and she goes, "Well, I have this ring here." And she pulls out a ring, and the moment she puts it on, you see her basically she puts it on. She almost does like a Jedi mind trick with the same hand, and with that you see her and everything she's wearing just turns invisible right in front of you. The only reason you could tell she's there is because she's still leaving an imprint in the chair she's sitting in.
Okay.
Well, I think this should be good enough. And she ends up taking off the ring and putting it on the table and goes, but that one's going to be a little costly.
Well, I guess we can talk about what kind of job you need done, and we'll see if that's more than enough.
And you see her just kind of look over at Kai, and just goes, "Well, I think it is best if I leave you all to your discussion. I'm going to head out, and I'll close the curtain behind me. It's been a pleasure seeing you once again, old friend, and I hope that both of you get a good deal out of this. Don't you dare scam them, okay? They may have only bought one thing from me, but I would like to have them as return customers after they win." And he turns and he just walks out, closing the curtain behind, and she goes, "Go ahead and take a seat."
Okay, I'll sit down.
Gil also sits down.
So as you both sit down, you see her, you see basically the candles in there kind of all just extinguish, and the her crystal ball in the middle of the table kind of starts to glow, and she goes, "Well, you see, there's a little bit of a thing that I need both of you to do for me. There's a certain somebody that has been rumored to have an item that I've not exactly been hired to get, but someone has requested that I might find someone to get for them."
Can we get some details on the item?
"Well," and she goes, and you see her kind of wave her hands over the crystal ball, and you start to see it's basically it's a little cloud of smoke in there. It starts to brighten up a bit, and as the visual starts to pop up, I need all the others. Please leave this chat room now. You can go head to the corner. Go have fun. Yep. And so, you see, as the crystal ball kind of clears up and everything, you see a what looks to be the picture of someone's hand, kind of waving back and forth as they're kind of like walking, and you notice seems to be some type of ring on their finger, seems to be a sigil of some kind. And she goes, "You see, there's a certain someone that they want a ring for." And then as she continues to move her hands around, you see that basically the camera pans up the side of the body all the way up, and you see the side of Novos's head with his top hat on.
I knew it.
And she goes, "This is your target. If you can get me his ring, I can think about getting you this one.
I look over at Gal and like Darcy was just trying to suppress a laugh. I think this is going to be a very easy job.
Are you sure? I mean, the person I am talking about is a type of nobility.
Yes, I understand. He's actually someone we know.
Wait, really?
Yes.
That... Well then. This is kind of interesting then. Well, if you're confident you can get me this ring, then I guess I can offer this one. As she picks that the ring that you want, she picks it up and kind of shows it to you and goes, I can offer this one for the completion of the task.
That seems like a fair enough deal.
Sounds fun.
If you can get it and bring it back here to me, then that's great. But make sure that you are not followed when you come back. Because if anything comes back to me, well, let's just say your ring will also come back to me.
I understand. And I guess I like stand to like go and say like, well, I guess we better head off to go get you that ring.
Yep.
And I guess like to go shake her hand to like kind of solidify the deal, and then we head out.
Okay. And so with that, she has given you your quest, and you step out of the curtain, and you look around, you don't see Kai anywhere, and the market continues as is.
I wonder if there's someone else also going after the ring.
Could be. I think we should probably head straight to try and find them.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what we'll do is we'll go and try and find Novos and Manara. I think you should probably distract him.
This will be fun. Oh,
I am back.
hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Me and Minara have figured out our plan for disguises.
Are you just gonna use the ash and just draw on your face?
No, it's much, much stupider.
Oh, oh no.
Oh, so you're gonna use crayons to do it. Gotcha.
Essentially.
Eventually, yeah, which means that he's
No,
gonna
no,
use oil pastels first.
No, I said essentially, but yeah, that works too.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you said eventually. I was like,
Eventually
oh
we'll
yeah.
use crayons.
He's,
Well, you
he-
gotta-
he's
you
gonna
gotta-
use watercolors.
We gotta work our way up.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Crayons are a little complex for Novos.
Yeah.
I just imagine it's just Novos and Minar just like in a room together, and Minar is giving him a lecture on like mascara and stuff.
Okay, so Gel and Dazu, you both make your way out. You've been given your task. You're heading completely out of the market now?
Yeah, might as well.
So
Me and Minara. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, so
By the way, do we have our targets yet or no?
No.
Okay, just checking.
So you make your way out and you continue onward. And then as you go out into the depths of the city night, we're going to tune on over to Minara and Novos. Okay, so both of you have been walking for a few minutes and everything, and you look around. You see a couple guards kind of running back and forth. Some of them are running from the firehouse to go off to to deal with fires happening around the city, because at this point now there are multiple. And you could even see what seems to be sparks and random icicles and things flying as there are battles happening. And both of you are just walking down the street, and no one seems to really, like, they notice you, but they don't seem to be aware that you're also in the competition.
Mm.
Is it because of our mustaches?
No.
Oh, okay, okay.
That
So, I'm gonna look around, see if we see any shops or anything interesting that may catch our eye.
Well, you don't really see any shops that are open because it is still the middle of the night.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's true.
most of the places are in fact closed. You see, like, I mean, the most you can see is a shop will have its lights on, but like it's just for the person to walk outside to figure out what's happening, and they just walk back in and turn off the lights.
Do we see any bakeries?
Nah, I mean, there's a couple bakeries and stuff, but none of them that are open.
Okay, this actually might work for our advantage.
Oh
So
dear.
we're gonna. Well, okay. So if we're, should we just snatch bakers' costumes, or should we just like continue to so that way in case they catch us off guard, we're just chefs. They just have no idea.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so Novos
We can
is gonna
certainly do that.
Novos is gonna walk up to a bakery, look in the window, and see if he can see any like baker's hats and what are they
Aprons?
called? Aprons, yeah.
I mean, you look into a bakery, you could see kind of toward the back there. It seemed there seems to be like a singular like apron. But other than that, that's pretty much all you see.
Okay. Novos is gonna go see if there's any open windows or any open doors that he can find to
No,
get to
it
the-
seems that the windows and the doors are all locked.
Okay. Novos. Let's see. What do I got? What is my blade ward? I'm going. I'm gonna break into the bakery.
Oh no!
Do I need to do any checks?
Okay, you're gonna have to explain to me how you're gonna break in.
I'm gonna use my blade ward to try to carve out a piece of the glass and punch through.
Okay, so you're just breaking the window.
Essentially.
Okay, yeah.
But like one of the smaller windows, not the ones in the front.
Okay. So I mean, roll me a stealth check.
Alright. Stealth. Gotcha. Alright. Oh, 15 plus 3, 17. 17.
Okay. So you go, you hit the window, and you knock out a good chunk, and it looks like that chunk that you hit didn't shatter.
Oh, heck yeah.
But you do see there is a smaller piece. It's probably about like 6 inches wide. It kind of hits the floor, shatters into pieces, and it creates a noise that can be heard around it, but you believe that there might be a chance that if somebody was in another building or upstairs or anything, they probably wouldn't hear that.
Oh, fantastic.
But there is a little bit of shattered glass in front of the window.
Yeah. I'm gonna like take my foot and kind of like shove that to the side or under a stoop so that it's less obvious. And then I'm
Okay.
gonna crawl inside and go grab the apron, and if there is a chef's hat, I'm gonna grab the chef's hat.
There's only an apron. There's no chef's
Okay.
hat.
I'm gonna grab the apron, and then I'm going to put it on. Or not? Yeah. I'm gonna. No. Actually, no. I gotta save the apron. So I'm just gonna stick it in my backpack.
Okay, so you have robbed a bakery of its apron.
Yeah. Is there also? Is there any other? Is there a piece of bread in there? I just want a little snack for the road.
I mean,
He's really going
you're in a
full Grand Theft-
bakery. There's a
Grand Theft
lot of
Auto right
bread.
here.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and take a loaf of bread for the road.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
really going real Grand Theft Auto right
So
here.
what type
Goes off.
what type of bread are we getting?
I'm looking for a sourdough. Do we have a sourdough here?
Yeah, there's sourdough.
All right. I'm gonna take a loaf of sourdough, and then I'm gonna split it and give half of it to Manara. And then we're gonna walk out, and then just continue walking like nothing ever happened, and looking for other shops or things to get into. Don't worry, Johnny. This is for a bit later. You'll understand soon.
Crying at this point. Oh my gosh.
Okay. And so
I
you
should've
head
been a
out.
rogue.
You head out and you make your way down the street.
I'm gonna look at my ring. Is there anything new?
Nope.
No, okay.
Are we just We're just munching on the sourdough. All right. Are there any shops like if we've already robbed one, like let's keep it going, you know?
Johnny,
Um,
while they're robbing places, I've got a question. I sent it to you in your DMs.
Okay. Okay, so you want to go rob the next place?
okay. Well, I just want to see if there's like a shop that may have actually some items that we can use, because they went and bought their items. So I'm just Novos is just gonna go and steal his.
Manara's just kind of like staying behind while Novos is stealing all this stuff. She's just waiting for him outside these buildings.
Manara's my lookout. Manara will let me know if there's anybody coming.
I just imagine it. It's like you're going into the buildings, she's staying outside, and like as you're going in and out of these buildings, you're just your bag's just getting bigger and bigger.
My backpack, yeah, is just getting slightly more and more filled. Johnny's gone silent. I don't know if there are any shops to rob.
What type of shop are you looking for?
Something with like some items or some forth, and then I want to
Something, a shop with items.
A shop with
Wow.
items. A shop with like I don't know, something that might be able to help us in the like give us let's see, some kind of like. Actually, are there any bars or taverns? Because we might actually just be able to ask like barkeeps for some advice. Or like what we should do next.
I mean, yeah, there's a few taverns around and everything, and most of them seem to be still open.
Okay. We'll walk into the tavern and then ask. Actually, I think I have a perfect idea. We're gonna disguise ourselves as tavern workers. I'm gonna just bring my own, my own apron. Alright, okay, so I'm gonna go into this tavern and then walk into the bathroom and then put the apron on and come back out and act like I work there.
All right,
my
so
gosh.
you so you so you take this, you go off into the bathroom. Manara, you're kind of like chilling out front while he's gonna go put this on and everything, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're sitting outside,
wait
and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like as you're sitting there, just kind of like waiting for him, you see two guys basically. They come into the tavern, they seem like normal people and everything. They come into the tavern, and one of them sits there at the. You see one sitting at the bar, but the other one seems to be looking around, kind of scanning the crowd of people that's in there, and as he's like kind of looking around, You then see him at some point kind of like tap his friend's shoulder. He turns. They both look toward a table in the back with it seems to be like another two in the back, and both of them seem to be kind of like nervously looking around, but like it almost looks like that they're just sitting there trying to pretend to have a drink. And then you see this guy. You see the first two that walked in. They both kind of like stand up and kind of get ready. One of them grabs their staff, and right then the barkeep turns the corner and punches one right in the nose. And when that happens, you see a random person yell, "Bar fight!" And the two in the back instantly get up to noticing them two getting punched and sprints. They end up like sprinting towards like the back door. One of the mages ends up like firing an ice bolt straight at the door itself, stopping them for a second. One of them runs
run out
over.
of the bathroom.
Yeah,
and, like
you
wreck
sprint.
One of them, like just wreck him right in the side of the face with my apron on.
Yeah,
Just
you sprint out with your apron on, and you're just gonna go punch one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna deck one right in the face.
Are you doing the first group or the second group?
Which one's trying to escape?
The second group.
Second group.
Okay, so you run out. I basically see an ice bolt come over and like a bolt of pure like sharp ice hits the door, stops him in their tracks. Nova comes out. He's gonna try to swing at him. I need you to roll me for a hit.
All right. What do I need? Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
16.
All right. So
All right,
you end
let's see
up
if I get
decking this person right in their nose.
No.
Yeah. Roll damage.
Roll damage.
Yep.
All right. Let me see what my. Sorry, I gotta check what my unhanded is. Unarmed strike. There we go. Cool. Oh, I think it's just one bludgeoning. Is it? Like
Oh, yeah,
unarmed strike,
yeah.
Always just one bludgeoning.
Yeah. You probably don't have any dice for it. It's just one bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I should have expected this. I really should have.
What did I miss while I was in the bathroom?
A
You
lot.
don't even know, dude. I broke into a bakery, stole an apron. I was going to pretend to work as a bar hop, and so I went to the bathroom to put the apron on. A bar fight started. Two guys tried to escape, and I ended up decking. And I just decked one of them straight in the nose.
For 1 damage.
For one damage. It's still enough. Like I just wanted to hit him in the face. I mean, it's a bar fight.
It is a bar fight.
So what happens after I deck this guy?
So you come over, you deck this guy like in his nose, and he looks at you, like he ends up looking at you kind of funny, before like swinging back at you.
I'm gonna go ahead and block and grab a chair.
Okay.
I'm just watching this at this point.
Yeah, so you reach over, you try to grab a chair to block it and everything, but before like you're able to do that, he ends up hitting you.
Okay.
And he's gonna also do 1 damage.
Okay, 1 damage. So I'm gonna like as I grab the chair, I'm gonna hit him over the head with the chair.
Okay, so you get. Yeah, sure. Roll me. Roll me hit.
What damage would that be, Johnny?
You gotta roll me a hit.
Oh
you
yeah,
gotta roll a hit,
Alright,
then
alright.
it's improvised damage. Or
Yeah.
improvised weapon.
That would be +2 for my hit.
Okay.
Let me just check. 17, 18, 19 for hit.
All right, so that's a hit. I need you to roll me a D4 and then add your strength
D4?
modifier. Yep.
Okay. And my strength modifier is strength. Oh, I don't have a strength modifier. I think it's just +0, so I just hit him with a chair.
Okay, then roll
Alright.
a D4.
Alright. I do 1.
So you hit him for another 1 damage. Basically, this thing hits on top of him. You know, it kind of hits him a little bit. It doesn't like shatter or anything. You know, you just get
Yeah.
you just get a hit on him. He stumbles back a little bit. And his friend then like comes over and punches you as well.
Is that gonna be 1 damage?
He's going to hit you, and he is going to do 2 damage.
2 damage. All right.
And
Alright,
as you're fighting, you see another ice spike fly right past you, and it hits the first guy that you just decked right in the chest. And you see him like tumble back and like into the door before you see him like reach over and he grabs his wand and you see him like he fires back a firebolt out of his wand. It like basically directly at you. You dodge slightly out of the way and it fires back and hits one of the other mages from the other group right in the neck as he basically flips over the counter itself. And then you see that other mage that was there, that was with him, jump behind the counter and he starts firing more ice shards in your direction before the other 2 jump behind cover and start. You know, they end up jumping behind tables. They flip one, completely spilling drinks and food and everything on the ground. And you see like just a shootout between the 2. And you have this one that's like sitting there. You see him like he basically uses his wand to kind of like carve through the ice that's in his chest, break it out, and then just patch himself up with his wand.
Oh my god. We're just gonna. I'm just gonna get behind the table with the guys I just decked in the face. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Novos." And I'm gonna fire a firebolt at the other wizards.
Roll for hit.
All right. It's gonna be a 25.
Oh my gosh. A 25. I mean that's gonna hit. I'm just trying to see if it critical hit.
If it crits.
Yeah.
Novos doesn't choose sides. He just strikes. Novos' face is all beat up and bruised too, isn't it?
Something like that. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, not really that much, but still a hurt.
Yeah, that's so good.
Cool. So, you are going to. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. That's a critical hit. Yeah.
Yeah. You want me to roll damage?
Yeah. No. It's a critical hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. And I got, seven damage.
Okay.
This is gonna hurt, dude. Dang.
Yeah. So you fire off and you hit one of the mages who are shooting back. You hit one of the spellcasters there, shooting back and everything. And with that, I now need you to roll for initiative.
Oh dear.
Alright. I'll just use my roll dice. Seven, 8, 9, 10. I got a 10.
Okay. Benar? You're still present in the room, so I gotta roll initiative.
Yeah, that's true. That is a 6.
Novos isn't super enthused about being in the fight, but he's in the fight.
I mean,
I'm
you're
trying to make some friends here.
yeah. Cool. So you did 7 damage to them.
Was it 7 damage or was it more because it was a critical?
Well, you would no you roll a critical hit, which is double
Oh.
the damage dice.
Oh, I didn't roll that.
Oh, well then roll the. Yeah.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
yeah. So
Oh, it
you
would have been a 15 actually.
Oh, 15. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's heal the 7 back real quick and add 15. All right. So you end up hitting them for 15.
Jesus.
Yeah. One of the mages looks over, and he's just like, he looks over at you and he goes, I'm not sure, but I think I recognize you.
You might. A lot of people know me.
Ugh.
I just come out swinging most of the time. Sorry about that. I came out the bathroom and I saw there was a bar fight, so I had to hit someone. He just caught the end of the stick.
And
But I got you guys now.
the other one there who's like shooting over the table just starts kind of like he's kind of chuckling a bit. He's just like, I like this guy. Nothing like a good old bar fight to get things going. You see him fire off another firebolt in their direction.
It's so good.
Cool. And so, you do. Let's see.
Novos is the new Tauren.
Let me grab.
All of my pizza's ready. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm so glad he walked off because it gives me time to actually build this.
Well, then I will be right back as well.
Okay.
John, he's just like, I wasn't expecting this to be an encounter, but it's an encounter now.
It's an encounter now. That's usually how it goes. I wasn't expecting it to be an encounter, and then it becomes an encounter.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. It was gonna burn if I didn't go and grab it.
Oh, you're fine. I'm having to build a very quick thing here, things. having to do a thing called draw.
That's hard for Novos, so I can't imagine how hard it is for other people.
It's pretty difficult, I gotta say. I don't do it often.
Came back.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
This whole place is in absolute disarray.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What if the guys I decked and were hanging with are one of the guys from last round that were our friends?
Oh my goodness.
That would be kind of funny. Okay. Let me get you all on over to this then. Okay. So, let's learn this stupid thing. Let me take this status off. Okay, so, pretty much, let me do this real quick. So Minara is still kind of sitting outside the bathroom here, watching all this go down. At the other side of the tavern is the guys are the mages in question. This one here that's behind it was the one that got knocked. He basically got knocked over the counter, and this other one to the left is the one shooting icicles back at you guys. And these two down here next to you, you have this one who was the one that got hit with an icicle right next to you, and then behind him is the other guy firing firebolt back at them.
I love it.
Yeah. So
I'm
then
gonna take a good look at these guys and see if I recognize them.
No, you don't recognize any of them.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, we need. One sec. I gotta get. These are the other people just having a full-on just brawl in the middle of this tavern. So
I like how Minara's just there minding her business.
I'm just watching all of this go down.
Minara's like, no, Novos, wait. And then I just start hitting people.
okay, and then this is so dumb.
I love this so much. This is why I play D&D.
Weren't expecting something this stupid, were you, Johnny?
When I'm playing,
Not
you should always
tonight.
expect it.
Not tonight. These two are on top of the table fighting. So actually, matter of fact, both of these guys are prone on top of the table fighting. This one here is reaching onto the table trying to fight them. So this good enough.
Novos be like,
Okay.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
These two are gonna be here doing stuff. Okay, yeah, you're good. Okay, so, so you're all sitting there doing stuff, and then you see this one up here. After casting firebolt a few times, you see him kind of get fed up because these firebolts are like just kind of hitting the table, and they're just or not the firebolt. He's firing icicle, and they keep hitting the side of the table, piercing right through it. And these guys keep throwing firebolts back, and Novos ends up getting a hit on him, and after that you see him kind of get a little pissed off, and you then see him take both of his hands into like a larger basically into like a larger ball of fire, and he blows out, and as he does, you see like a stream of fire come out of his mouth about 10 feet forward, just to the other, pretty much all the way to the other side of the counter, and just about 2 or 3 feet in front of it. You see what it is forming is a wait a minute, no, he's the wrong, that's the wrong one. You see him take an ice. You see him take a ball of ice and snow, and he blows out, and it basically in front of the counter itself, you end up seeing. Let's see if I have a picture of this. Basically in front, you see what looks to be, kind of pretty much in front of it is just out of complete snow, you see basically what looks to be kind of very similar to an air elemental, because it's an air elemental, but it's pretty much just covered in snow as it's gusting wind all around the tavern. And when this pops up, you see a bunch of the commoners freak out, and you see them start running and by the mass start booking it for the doors. Which there's supposed to be a door up there too. I completely forgot to draw that door. Shit, you're trapped in there. But you see them like en masse run for the door, and even the barkeep, who ended up getting in a fight with another person, dips back into this door, disappears. This guy turns around, runs basically right through Minara, knocking her partially out of the way as he sprints for the door. And you see one by one as all the other people that are in here just leave. And you see this elemental pop up. And I gotta add in.
I'm really tempted to just send my flaming sphere over there.
What would win in a duel, a snow elemental or a flaming sphere?
Probably the flaming sphere I would take.
Okay.
I'm trying to debate whether we should run out or if we should just keep
Yeah.
helping these guys.
So, let's see, because he does that. Yeah. So basically, this guy, the spellcaster, he summons this thing, and then right behind it, he is going to then fire out or you see him basically cast a spell. As you notice, he gets hit with mage armor.
Oh no. I'm just gonna look at the guys and be like, are these guys targeting you?
And the one that's kind of just sitting behind the table just looks over and goes, I don't know. Hey, why can y'all... Wait. Oh, I don't know why there's a fog allowing people to see in there, but okay. I guess I must have opened the door earlier on accident. Oops. All right. So you're kind of you're dealing with all of that. Let's see. We're gonna move on. Now it is on to the air elemental, who is going to basically fly up to the ceiling of this tavern and then follow it straight this direction. And it's going to basically hover over the table itself, as it is going to attempt to attack. I've got something flying around my room and I don't like it.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, put those wings away. Air Elemental basically comes up and he is going to attempt to attack them. Rolls a nat 1.
Oh no.
And then is going to do it again for a miss. Actually, wait a minute. Wait.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, he might. Oh, he actually hits him. Okay. Oh, it's your cursor. I saw like right next to this guy it says Brandon.
Oh.
I was like, I didn't name him Brandon. That was weird. Then you've got this right side here. So he hits the right one. And he is going to deal. It's 2.
Ooh. Thank you.
It's going to be 21 bludgeoning to him.
Jeez.
Yeah. That's a lot. So he ends up getting a nice thwack. The guy just kind of you see him like wait a minute, he takes that and he also does that. Oh, okay. So he ends up getting hit. It goes straight into the ground and he starts coughing and he's like, "Oh God, that hurt." And then you see him kind of like you see him kind of like somewhat get up and he turns toward this thing and he is going to attempt to what is this one? So he is going to then, basically he's going to summon like pretty much like what seems to be like a huge like rock of ice essentially in the air, and he's gonna try to drop it right on top of this thing. And as it like drops, you see it kind of dissipates into the air itself, and then you see a little cloud form above it, creating a basically behind it in a 20-foot radius. Just wait a minute. Let me make a 20-foot radius, and then yeah, it's good enough. Basically, right there, summoning basically an ice storm right on top of this. And you see basically like just hail and everything just dropping down on top of this. And the air elemental is attempting to dodge a bunch of this. Trying to get the music to play again. There we go. So the air elemental gets that, which the DC was okay, but yeah. So he summons this. All this stuff is dropping, and the air elemental seems to just like basically like almost teleport around, dodging all of the hail that comes in. How long does this last? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, he screws, yeah, basically that happens and it just goes away. Well, that was kind of a useless spell. Then we've got, we're going to move on to this one up here, who is going to turn around, and he is going to cast, not giving a shit about Novos over there.
Oh, fuck.
He is going to cast okay, that does something different that I thought it was. Then he's going to fire lightning bolt. Pretty much right next to Novos. And basically he's going to fire it in a straight line, just right into the guy right next to Novos. And it actually goes and smacks the back wall as he fires it too. But a lightning bolt gets fired right at this guy as he is going to make a saving throw. The elemental will also have to make a saving throw.
I love how these spells are just like whizzing past me.
Yeah. So this guy.
I'm just like backed up against the wall, like making sure I don't get it.
I'm trying to figure out whether to befriend these guys or not, or if we should just run. What do you think?
I mean,
Well, this guy, so the one that's right next to you, gets absolutely blasted with a fucking lightning bolt.
Jesus Christ.
jeez, that poor
Um,
guy.
And it's going to deal. Oh. Yeah, so he gets absolutely decimated by this lightning bolt, falls back, and you see him like he falls back, hits the ground, and he just poofs into dust.
Oh, okay. Immediately, I'm gonna wave at Manara and be like, and then like wave her out, and I'm gonna run. I'm gonna like sprint towards this back door after I see this guy get fucking obliterated.
Let's see. Well, it's actually kind of ironic because it's your turn. So yeah, you're gonna
Alright.
yeah. So you wave at her, and you were going to sprint toward the back door.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So yeah, you do that, and then you open the door, and so you run up. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You've made it. You made it out the door.
Cool. Has Manara come with me, or is she?
She's still in,
got
and we
away?
have to get to her turn.
Oh, okay.
This other mage here, that is sitting, the one here behind the table, he is going to use, the great spell, he is going to Misty Step.
He's gonna Misty Step too.
He's going to Misty Step himself out of the door, and he's gonna get right here, and he is going to basically fire in a cone of cold right on top of the air elemental, which is going to be. Okay, so the air elemental there is going to make a con saving throw. My God, what are these rolls? So it succeeds. So it's only going to take half damage. How much was this? Oh, we using D&D Beyond to roll that one.
Oh dear.
Yikes. Okay. 31 cold damage.
Jesus.
It's funny because I think that's on the lower end of the spectrum.
Jesus.
So yeah, he does that, and then it's on to Manara.
Okay, well, seeing Novos like wave me down, can I use my action to dash, get out of the building?
Yeah. You take the dash action to run. So you use
Okay.
20, basically 30 feet to get there, And then you're going to take the dash action to sprint out of the building.
Yes.
Yep. And, cool. And that's your turn, I guess.
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Who the fuck is this? Why do I have a Timmy inside of the encounter? Who the fuck added Timmy to our campaign?
Who is Timmy?
There's a
Who's
character
Timmy?
named Timmy just randomly added.
Yeah, the spare character.
Oh, you're not supposed to add him yet. I just look at my counter and I'm like, why is there a Timmy? Okay, cool.
Timmy's just having fun.
Yeah. Yep. So now, both of you have made it out, and just as you make it out, both of you see appearing, in a little spot right here, you see a ball of fire blast out as Fireball has
Oh,
been casted
no.
in between all of you.
Not again.
Not again.
I need you to give me Dex saving throw.
They didn't like the fact that you tried running.
And I'm not even the one target. Like they're not even coming after me. A 12. I'm about to get blasted to bits.
3.
A 3?
3.
Oh god. I should have just used my real dice. I used D&D Beyond.
Let's see, so we got... Okay. So, wait, you said a 12 and a 3?
Yeah, I got a 3. I rolled a 2, so I got a +1.
On your Dex save?
Yes.
Okay. So, Novos, you fail.
Of course I do.
I critically failed, don't I?
You're gonna crit fail.
Oh no.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yummy.
Okay.
Well, and actually, no, because, well, I can't activate my
Let me
shield,
pull
right?
out my fire dice real quick.
Johnny, my shield wouldn't help, right?
I need to grab my dice of fireball. Is it here? Yeah, it's gotta be. There it is. Okay. I've got my fireball dice. Good luck.
I'm ready to no longer exist.
I'm afraid. Novus is about to be toasted, and it's not even his fault. It's his fight, and so is Minara.
I'm about to be crispy.
With a normal fail, you take 24 damage.
Okay, I'm still up.
With crit fail, you take 48 damage.
Jesus.
I am very much knocked out.
And so,
I poof to dust.
no, you go down.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Because I'm still here. You don't. Well. Oh.
So she gets knocked unconscious. The other guy here failed.
You said it was how much? I'm sorry, I forgot. You said 48.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one there is going to be taking the full 24. He gets hit. He seems very much hurt. But yeah, Minara basically gets knocked out right next to you. The elemental charges straight up to this guy. And it is going to do. Oh, actually, you know what? Since it's an air elemental, it's going to come out the door, and it's going to appear in this guy's face, pretty much in his space, and it is going to use whirlwind, which requires him to make a strength saving throw.
Jesus.
Oh, and look at that! He fails that. Okay.
Why did they get cool items and we just get obliterated?
Yeah, I know, right? So that guy is going to take so he's going to take 13 bludgeoning damage, get knocked into the wall, which gives him another 1, so it's 14 in total. And you see he is barely up. And we're going to move on to the other one. Let me look at the range of this. So,
What is the range for Fireball?
I could check again, but I believe it's 150 feet.
Jeez, my gosh, that's insane for something so powerful.
Fireball. Yeah. Oh no, 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 I meant that I was casting Fireball. He's casting another Fireball.
Johnny.
Running away.
He's casting another
Johnny's
Fireball.
just gonna kill us, dude. Johnny's just gonna.
Johnny.
Johnny's trying to kill us
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
You wanna make this 3 sessions in a row where I'm upset? Huh? You wanna do this? You
Yep.
really wanna do this?
Yeah.
He's literally about to kill us.
So he casts Fireball.
Oh, I bet he does.
He casts Fireball. Not quite that big.
Is that
but...
a crit fail for me?
Well, so what happens? It's technically considered a crit fail, but you don't you only take you put 1 fail on. That's all that happens. You just take a fail.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, you put a fail on, and Novos, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I need to give me another saving throw.
Yeah. This other guy, he poofs the dust
16.
because he very much hurt.
16 plus what? Plus 3, 6, 17, 18, 19. 19.
So you succeed. Novos, I'm not entirely sure, but you may be one lucky son of a bitch.
Hell yeah.
Well, depending how much health you had left.
7.
Oh.
Am I down? 'Cause I got hit in
Yes,
the
so
fight.
I physically can't do...
You have to ask.
Yeah, here's the thing about Fireball.
How much damage does he take?
So, Fireball by default does 8d6, which means the minimum I can
Wow.
do is 8.
Wow.
Yeah, I did 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
We go poof.
So,
Yeah,
well, wait a
God
minute.
damn
Wait,
it.
you said you got a 19?
Yeah.
That's a success. So, actually, you take half of that. You only take 5.
Heck yeah.
You only take 5.
Let's go.
Uh,
I'm on 2 health.
Yep.
2 health and a dream.
and then it goes over to Novos. So Novos, it is on to you.
I'm going to pick Manara up, put her over my shoulder, and I'm just gonna book it
Yep.
far away from the tavern.
So you pick her up, you start running, and you get about 2 buildings over before you have to put her on the ground real quick and perform a
Just gonna
medical
hide.
check.
Yeah.
To stabilize her. So go on ahead and try to perform a medical check.
Medicine. Oh, it's just yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's just
cool.
medicine. Yeah.
Cool. 18.
I believe that succeeds. So she
would
is
think
in
so.
fact stabilized.
Okay, cool.
Still very much down,
Good,
but
good,
stabilized.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, Minara, I need you to roll me a d4, please.
Okay. That's a 4.
Okay, so
He's gonna be knocked out for 4
you're gonna be
hours.
knocked out for 4 hours.
Cool. Yummy. All right. Bye, guys.
Right.
I'll see you next session.
Right.
All right. So Novos does, get some medicine, does a medical check, and after he does that, I guess he picks her up and just kind of sneaks around into the night. Okay.
I'm just gonna try to find an infirmary
So
so I
you
can get patched up.
got it. Yeah, so you walk around and you do see they do have a hospital in the place, and so you end up going to the hospital, but you see like guards like all around it. Like they're standing kind of looking out, almost like they're guarding the place from people.
Oh,
Yeah. And so you end up walking up, and one of the guards goes, "You stop there! What is your business?"
my friend, help! She's passed out.
Okay. I've got to ask you a few questions.
Yes.
Okay, this was not the music to play here.
I gotta ask you a few questions.
Yeah. Okay, that one's not playing. Come on, one of these. That one's not. That one's. There we go. I gotta find a song that actually plays in the OBS because some of these are bugged. All right. So you get up with her and everything, and you tell him that she's hurt, and he goes, I have to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Number 1, are you a part of the magic competition?
Should I lie? Yes.
Well, since you are part of the magic competition, unfortunately, we cannot let you into the infirmary. Something with Merlin wanting to test mages on their own source of survival skills if anything comes up. Unfortunately, we cannot help you. If you walk in here, you will be disqualified.
Could you at least point me to where I might be able to get some health?
Well, you can always attempt to go to some type of alchemy shop for maybe a potion or Maybe find one of the you could probably find one of the merchant caravans, maybe for maybe like some type of like some healer for hire or something, but other than that, I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, thank you for your help.
Yes, of course, no problem. And he kind of gets back to his post. You know, he takes a few steps back, gets back to his position, goes, "Good luck."
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go try to find a like a caravan of some kind.
Yeah. So you end up going around, and you end up finding a caravan, and you are looking around it and everything, and you see there's one. You see there's a You know, a lot of them seem to be asleep and everything, but you see, you end up seeing like one dragonborn kind of sitting there. Seems to be kind of like on watch, looking around and everything. Standing like within a couple feet of another dragonborn sitting next to him. About half of this caravan itself is just of the dragonborn culture, and you see that you see this guy kind of like, you know, he's got a nice set of armor. He's looking around, almost like he's guarding specifically the caravan itself.
Help! My friend and I have been hurt. We got caught up in a battle. It wasn't our battle to begin with. We just got hurt really bad by them fighting.
Okay. Oh, okay. She should be fine now.
All right.
Okay, what about me?
And how much?
Oh.
Yeah, how much poke are you doing?
I did one heal though.
What? Yeah, one heal to wake her up. Good job. Yep.
Okay,
He's
cool.
just like waving his hands, like, "Yep, no, she's fine now."
And then what about me? Do I get any help?
I
or-
kind of flick him on the forehead there. You have 1 health more, bro.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Very helpful. Well, thank you for your help. Actually, now that she's up, she can heal us both. So, I appreciate you. What's your name?
My name's back to.
Back to. All right. Sorry, you just sound like a friend of mine. Hey, good luck.
Any chance of have you heard of a person named Torin?
Yeah, actually, that was one of our party members who passed away. Unfortunately, not too long ago.
Passed away, you say?
Yeah. Oh, are you related to him?
So yeah, you can say that. Tell me, who killed this? Who killed Torin?
It was an evil mage. I bitch smacked him, and I killed a dragon. And then, as I was doing that, he drained all the life out of Torin and murdered him, right in front of our eyes.
Is this by chance that mage killer I've been hearing about?
Yes, it is.
Give me a moment. I kind of wake up one of the dragonborns.
Oh no, it's Torin's family. Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Hey, can you keep watch? I need to take care of some business. So.
Yeah, we can.
Not you. Him.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you turn and like the guy next to you kind of just wakes up and goes, "What?"
I need to go run some errands. Can you keep an eye on our convoy?
Why is it my shift already?
Well,
Okay, yeah, I get it. I'll get up. You see him slowly get up, and he starts putting on some armor and everything. And before he even finished putting on the armor, you all have already taken off.
Maybe I'll tell him about Tor's passing later.
That would probably be for the best. It's some harsh news to break, unfortunately.
So, all of you end up heading off, and you start making your way around. Where are you guys going?
I don't know. We just came to get some healing, and I guess if Manara's up, Manara can heal us the rest of the way for the most part.
Okay.
I think she's awake, right?
Yeah, she's awake.
Yeah.
I can totally cast some healing.
Manara, help! I'm just beaten and bruised. Everybody's beaten and bruised.
I'm hurt pretty bad too.
Yeah, I think we could all use a little healing if it's possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. Ah, shoot. I'm gonna shift into my starry form, my chalice form. And let's have that. There we go. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Novos twice. If I can.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's not a D8. That's not a D8. That one's the D4. I don't want that one. Okay. So that's 8 plus another 8. 16 healing for you, Novos.
Oh, very good.
And then I'm
Feel
gonna
much
use
better.
the chalice form healing both times on myself. I believe that's also D8s. Yes, it is. 8 and 4. I get 12.
12 healing.
I got 12 healing. That's all I can really afford to do though at the moment.
That's good enough to at least get us somewhere.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous chilling on 2 health.
Yeah. Like I could do more, but I am afraid to do more.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. So where are we? So what's your plan there, Dragonborn? What are we doing?
Well, I guess I first need to find my target.
Oh, are you in the magic competition as well?
Yeah.
How did you know Torin?
He's maybe he's like we were in the same hatchery.
So you guys were friends?
Yeah.
Sorry about your loss.
It's yeah. It's
Well-
unexpected.
Yeah. Well, we better go at least find some cover or something to, maybe find a place to rest or a long rest for a bit until we can get fully healed up.
Okay.
So I guess we'll go do that.
So are you planning on going to a tavern, or are you planning on like just
Yeah.
finding a random alley?
It might actually be better just to find an alley because it's less like, I don't know. Well, if the taverns are still open to find one, I guess we can do that. And if we can't
So-
find one, then we'll just go to an alley.
I mean,
Well,
there
yeah,
are
we'll go to a
plenty, but I mean,
tavern.
you can go back to the same tavern you were at too.
Yeah, we could go back there.
Is it safe? I guess so. Yeah, let's go to a tavern.
You gonna
And
go
then
back?
we'll peek in to make sure that the mages are gone before we even ask to have a
Yeah,
room.
I mean, yeah, you look back in the tavern, where you had rooms. You still have rooms.
Oh, okay.
So, whoops, wrong one. So you peek in. Things seem kind of like normal. There's a few less people in there. About half the people had already kind of cleared out by this point. So you see maybe a total of about 15 people probably sitting in there.
Is that a different one than the one we just came out of? Is that our original tavern?
This is the original
Or is
tavern.
that the one that Oh, okay. So that wasn't the one with the mage fight. Okay.
Yeah, it was the original tavern. Not the mage fight. No, the original
okay.
one.
All right. I'm just gonna help Manara up the stairs, and we'll try to get some rest while the Dragonborn keeps watch for us if possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep watch.
So, I'll kind of rest up and everything, and keep watch. And then we're gonna move over to Gel and Dazu. Zach stepped out, so it looks like it's just Gel. Gel, you're taking the reins, man.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So, y'all make your way out. So, are you planning on heading, back to the tavern, or?
As far as Gel and as far as our characters are aware, they said that they were going to look around the shops and stuff. So I guess Gel's gonna go and.
But you already walked out the market.
Yeah, the black market. I'm talking about the actual market.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, the actual market's closed.
Oh. I thought they.
No, they looked for the other characters like Novos and all of them. They looked at shops, but they were all closed. That's why he broke into a bakery.
I mean, what we said we were doing was we were just gonna walk around the town.
But yeah, Gel's gonna kind of walk around where the shops are because that's where they said they were going to go. So
okay, got it.
That's what I was trying to get.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So I mean, you go off, and you're walking around, looking around and stuff. You can still hear sounds of fighting and everything around town as you're walking through. And you and Dazu come up, and you see looks to be there's a broken window you see the front of a bakery, kind of like a window just broken into, and you see the lights are on and everything, and and it seems like there's somebody inside kind of looking around at all of his stock, almost like he's trying to count everything.
Yeah, Gel's just gonna we're just gonna keep walking and just peer into it as we're passing by.
Okay. And so you'll pass by.
No nonsense here.
Yeah, no nonsense. So you'll keep walking. You head down the road a bit. You don't see Manara, Novos. You don't see them anywhere, and I mean, you don't really see a whole lot that's too intriguing about the area. I mean, it's mostly quiet. Everybody's pretty much asleep or trying to sleep through all the chaos that's outside. But
I guess we're gonna go back to the inn and see if they went back to the inn.
Okay. So you'll end up heading back to the inn. Kind of like them, you end up finding that a good portion of the people have cleared out. You make your way back. You don't necessarily see them, but you do notice that their room doors are in fact closed.
Okay. I guess we're gonna knock on the door, see if they're in there.
Okay. So you end up walking up and you knock on you end up knocking on a room, and immediately opening the door, you see a dragonborn peeking through, and looking right at you.
Why, hello there.
Well, hello there.
You're not quite who I was expecting to see from this room. Is there perhaps anyone else in there with you?
What's it to you?
Well, considering they're our friends.
Okay. I kind of try to hide my ring as it's like glowing and stuff. Come in.
Okay. We go in.
Are Novos and I like sleeping? Are we picking off that it's a long rest or at this
If
point?
you want it to be a long rest, then yeah, you're sleeping.
Yeah, I want it to be a long rest.
All right.
Because I need all my health
think
points.
I do
So
too.
yeah, I wouldn't take the long rest yet though, because if it gets interrupted, it's not a long rest.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so like, what we're just like.
So
Just
I
hanging
guess
out.
I guess it's just Gel right now going in, just like make sure they're okay.
yeah. Oh no, Datsu definitely walks in. And he's gonna walk in and like he's of course he's gonna look over and just like, what happened to these two?
A bit of a bar fight.
You're asleep. You're asleep.
Oh, I'm
You're asleep. Yeah.
Not sure.
Bar fight.
I-
Me, 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 me.
I'm guessing bar fight. Seeing the scene outside.
I
Well,
don't
considering
know.
that
I don't know. Novos getting
Considering
into
that
a bar
one.
fight? It doesn't sound like Novos. I feel like more he probably tripped on a pebble somewhere and soiled his pants. And then he soils your pants.
Ugh.
You just like shivering in your sleep as he does it.
Yeah, I just shiver.
You know, we had a friend who you remind me of. Unfortunately, we had a run-in with a mage killer.
I heard. Do you know where he might be?
Yeah, he's currently
The
in
friend or the mage killer?
I'm pretty sure he's talking about our friend Torin.
Oh, I mean, I was just wondering because we have no idea where the mage killer is.
Yeah, no idea where he is. He could be anywhere.
Zero clue where he is. We were against him one time, and he sucked the life like a raisin out of Torrid. Oh,
Oh,
hmm
damn. That's even worse. Well,
Uh,
at least he fulfilled his dream of being a raisin.
That's a
That's
really weird dream
that's-
to have.
that's a very very
Yeah.
weird dream to have. I get weird dreams like that all the time too, so it's completely understandable.
Walking tacos. Me, 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 me.
What's a taco?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna be honest with you. You're my target.
What? Me? No,
No,
I'm not.
not you. Gale. Gale, right here.
Oh.
Wait a minute. You didn't tell me your name yet.
Does that ring also tell you people's names too? What's next? A blood type?
Guess
Look,
these rings are a bit more magical than I thought.
I don't know. They probably project some sort of mental image into our minds. I wouldn't be surprised with Merlin, honestly.
Oh yeah. but I'm gonna kind of hold off on that kind of fight. First, I want to make sure that Mage Killer is 6 feet under.
Yeah. That's honestly a really good thing there, getting him down. Because who knows how many other people he's going to go for. Shoot, he could just be going. He could get his target and then just keep going for other people if he wanted to.
That is true. No, there was no rule against, well, people going around and taking out other targets after you're done. It just said that you just had to take out your targets to go to the next round. And it never said that you taking out your targets would, well, take you to safety. So maybe
Well, I guess
people are going around and taking out other mages when they find them too.
Yeah, because he did say there was what, 30 teams and only 10 slots available.
It was like 30. It was 30 people.
Oh, 30 people, 10 slots.
So somewhere around there. It's about 30 people. You don't know the exact number of teams, but you know there's roughly 30 people and 10 teams that can make it to the next.
Yeah. So I guess the more people you take out, the higher chances of you getting in.
Oh yeah, I haven't introduced myself, haven't I? I'm Batu. Batu?
Well, how would we know?
Bata.
Is it Batu? Bata?
Yeah, Bata.
Bata?
Yeah, Bata.
Like, hey, Bata swing?
Yeah, swing batter.
Oh, okay. I saw a musical like
so
that.
it's
That
batter?
like it had a cool song in it. It was like, "Hey, Bata, swing," something like that. I don't know. Just a random thought in my mind occurred. Whatever. Please continue. Yeah.
Oh, it's Bata. Okay, Bata.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I remember.
Yeah.
Johnny,
Ba-
quick question.
Yep.
Are they still serving drinks in the inn or no?
Yeah. They're still serving and everything. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Bata, how about we go down and grab a few drinks?
Sure, why not?
You can have Dashu stay up here, and I guess from the looks of it, you were just standing guard for a bit.
Yeah.
Why am I the one that's stuck taking guard over Novos? I'm completely fine with guarding Minara, but Novos, really? I have to keep him safe?
Gel is
You
Gel
just
is
have
just
to watch
gonna
over him.
yeah.
You know what? I will.
Who knows?
I will keep watch. You two go have drinks. And he starts like kind of shoving you out. Say, "Don't worry, I've got this. And then he just shuts the door behind both of you.
So, yeah, Gel's gonna kind of like drag him along to go downstairs and start grabbing the drinks, and Gel's gonna start telling him about like, you know, all the times he was saved by Torin. and all like the cool stuff Torin has done.
You could just tell him. I got a
thought
few
we were
minutes.
doing like a time skip thing.
No. Y'all have fun.
Huh. You know, Torin saved me a couple of times.
He did? Tell me more about this. Like, when is the first time he saved you?
Oh gosh. Well, I think the biggest time he saved me was during the magic competition. When we got teleported to the different areas. It's well, I touched a thing. You know, things are fun to touch, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I like touching things too.
Yeah. Well, I touched a thing and a small dragon came out of nowhere.
Well, that didn't sound like fun.
Oh, it was fun. Unfortunately for us, it was just him and I, and he helped help me fight it for a bit, but we both didn't do the best. He helped, and afterwards, for while recovering, he took care of me when he got back up, making sure I was safe and everything.
That's good.
He also, nicely enough, helped me get this cool axe and this armor. Haven't been able to wasn't able to repay him for it though, but he's helped me with that.
How exactly was he able to afford such items?
Well, it's funny you should mention that. We got into some gambling, and man was he a good gambler. He did amazing at gambling. Minara was the one. Basically, it was like a team betting thing, and if anyone in the team lost all their money, the whole team would be out. Well, Minara was the first one out. I am sorry, Minara, for calling you out for that, but she was the first one out. But Torin, oh man, he was on a roll.
I bet he was.
At the rate he was going, he could have probably taken out everyone in there.
Yeah, he did this thing called counting the cards, I think. I'm not sure what that is, but I counted the cards and it's 52.
Sounds about right for a good deck.
So, were there any other times he saved you?
That was the most recent one I can think of. I just know he's been really good help to me and the team, the party here that we've got. If you did want to go see his grave, it's over in the. They properly buried him here.
I see. I guess I'll inform the rest of the caravan about this where he's buried.
I'm sure he lived his life how he wanted to.
Yes, he would have been a fine leader.
Wait, leader?
Yeah, he was the heir of the tribe.
He never mentioned anything like that.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a big deal to him. I guess he
So-
never really wanted to take on such responsibility.
So how did he become the leader? Was it just his parents or?
Oh, you get this tattoo, and I kind of like go him my own tattoo.
That's a pretty
You
cool
basically-
tattoo.
Yeah, basically it's like the Hunger Games. You just have to survive long enough to be the leader. And it seems like sadly Torin didn't make the cut.
So who's the next in line then for the leader?
Well, it's definitely not me. I think it's some guy named Taku? But I'm not sure where he is. He's probably with another caravan.
So do you guys just run caravans all over the place? Or
Yes, this is kind of our thing. We roam around doing odd jobs here and there.
Khajiit sells their wares.
Well, regardless, to Torn, and he kind of like goes to.
A Torin.
Yep. And just as you cheer, you see both of you notice Gel's ring kind of glows as all of you, pretty much like every single one of you are alerted. Except for Bata. The party is all alerted at the same time. It wakes up Novos and Minara. And
So no, not a long rest.
nope.
Not her long rest.
You all alerted. You
Okay,
get
well then
you
wasn't
get
a short rest.
sure, a short rest. We can go with that. All of
Okay,
you
cool.
all of you are then alerted. You wake up and you all see that your rings are glowing, and as you look at it, you see your targets pop up. And
You're just
basically
gonna go out DMing or
I
DMing
need
the targets?
yeah, Waffles, I need you to leave the chat, please. Goodbye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See you, Waffles.
I'm trying to find the corner. There it is.
Yeah. Cool. So, all of you receive your targets. Novos and Minara receive their targets, and it happens.
Oh, with the short rest, how much healing do we take?
You have to use.
You have to use a certain amount of hit
certain
dice. Like, so you hit short
Yeah.
rest, and then those boxes you have, you can click the amount of boxes you want to use, and it rolls a d6 for your hit die to bring
so
back.
I can use.
You can use
more.
as many as you want for your short rest.
Oh, okay, cool. So I might as well just.
And I think you get them back after a long rest, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
you do.
cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. All right.
Cool.
I'm fully healed now.
Got it.
Got it.
So, yeah. So Novos and Minara, both of you receive your targets, and it happens to be the two mages that survived at the tavern from before.
Of course it is.
And
That's
Gel,
funny.
as you and Gel, basically as you receive your targets, you do the cheers, and you're just starting to sip on your drink, and as you're just about to get a good gulp in, you see your ring kind of glow, and you are given the target of Bata right in front of you, and that is your target. But no one knows this besides you guys.
Okay.
And I'll pull Waffles back in here. Welcome back, Waffles. You could pop on up. And so, you have a good drink with him.
Yeah.
Oops, wrong one. This one.
Well, my friend, I'm not sure if we're both unlucky or lucky. Waffles?
Uh,
Okay. Well, my friend, I'm not sure if we're lucky or unlucky.
well, I hope we're lucky.
Well, reason I'm saying that is you got me for the competition, I got you.
Well, ain't that conundrum?
Yep. But you know whose head needs to roll first?
Yeah.
The Mage Killer.
We'll have our showdown once he's dead.
Yeah, so Gellin.
Besides, I can't fight my drinking buddy right now.
Not when we're having a drink.
And you hear the barkeep in the back goes, "You're not gonna do any fighting in here. You're gonna take it outside."
We're not gonna fight. We're having a drink.
Well, in that case, I'll bring some more. And you see him just bring over more drinks.
Good man.
And he kind of whispers over to Gil and goes, by the way, these aren't on the house. I'm going to charge you afterwards.
How much is he charging us?
Well, currently you're up to 2 gold pieces. If you want to split it, you can split it. It's your choice. Either ways, you're going to pay up later. And he gives you a tap on the shoulder before he walks off.
Bring me a barrel.
He stops and kind of turns and he goes,
going to drink the night away.
I'm not sure how much. Waffles, before we get like too into this, how much you got?
I got 15 gold.
Okay.
that's going to be how much a barrel is worth.
I don't even have 1 gold, just to let you know. I mean, I'll throw in
A
what I've
whole
got,
barrel
but
of
I
ale is going to be 15 gold. Are you sure?
Can Torin even drink
I
a
can't
barrel?
decide.
I only have 14 silver
That's
on me,
thunder.
so
Thunder?
I guess hold off on the barrel.
And he turns and just keeps walking.
yeah. So Wolves back then, Gil are drinking beers
Yeah.
now.
So all of you are kind of relaxing and everything. Everyone pretty much takes a long rest and relaxes for the night. Nothing happens. So yeah, go ahead and take that long rest.
Thanks.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I'm just gonna knock you back down anyways. So
I figured as much.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
yeah. So you know, it's the next day, you know, it's about 10 a.m. You're waking up, you're kind of getting your stuff together. You had a long night, and now you are all kind of you know, you're finished sleeping. You're getting up, stretching, getting that nice morning breakfast.
Oh man, how much did I drink?
Well, considering the fact that you were mumbling random things in your sleep, which I'm not sure if that's normal for you, I could say that you drank at least as much as Novos, which isn't really much. He's kind of a lightweight.
So we're splitting the cost of 1 gold each? I'm got right now.
Okay.
I need to remove 10 silver.
Yep.
There we go.
Now you're down to 4.
I am down to 4 silver. Well, so we're all like down at like the tables at the end, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, not sure which one, if any of you want us to help, but we're going to go fight the mage killer. And Gil's gonna like grab him by the neck and kind of like have his hand like resting on his shoulder, kind of thing.
Is Gil not going to help
like best friends?
Novos and Minara?
What do you mean?
Oh, I was gonna. Oh, I guess if we had to take out our targets, right? Or I guess are teams not
I
allowed to
think-
work together?
I mean,
I
who
think that-
Well,
said that teams aren't allowed to work together?
Oh,
There's
true.
really no rules. I
Yeah.
would like to go after the mage killer.
Oh, we're going after the
Torin.
mage killer.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
You know, I kind of agree too. I think we should go after the mage killer. But before we just charge off, do we have a plan?
Yeah. Yeah, like when you fought him, what kind of tricks does he have?
Necromancy.
Well, he had this giant area effect that just
Basically, it was like these weird black tendrils came out of the ground. It latched to us and sucked out. That basically, was Dazu unconscious by this time? I think he
Dazu was unconscious.
Yeah, he was unconscious. Never mind. Y'all have to explain it. Have fun.
There was the tentacle type attack, and it came out and it sucked the life force out of everybody it hit.
Yeah, I was pretty much the only one that stood up, or that was still standing afterwards. There was one person that we were working with that's at the time that still stood up as well, but everyone else immediately fell after it.
I see.
And I guess Torn was unlucky enough, and it just drained him too much from him.
And it raisin-fied him. Got it.
Yeah, and with this mage
Definitely need
doing something to the barrier, instead of him poofing to dust, he fell over and just died.
Man. Well then, where do you think we should start looking?
Well, I mean, based on what we do know, a lot of the mages are going to be going after other mages. You know, the first night is going to be very, very big, but there's still going to be some that are going after other mages today, so maybe we look around for other mages.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to gang up on people after they fought, or even during their fight when they're weak.
I see. Okay. I guess that means we should try to find the heaviest fighting. He'll probably use his tendrils there.
Yeah.
Well, I think we better hurry before he gets any more mages.
Yep.
Okay. So, what are we going to do about, well, Mr. Suck the life out of you? How are we going to stop him from sucking the life out of you?
Well, it's going to be dangerous, but I think one of us is going to have to grapple him.
That might work. I vote for Novos to do this.
I
can definitely try.
I can attempt to charm him, but that's about it.
I think Novos would be the greatest at grappling him. Right, Novos? See, he's ecstatic. He's completely on board with this plan.
Nose goes a while ago. You guys just didn't see me do it.
What, you're telling me you don't want to be the daring hero in all of this, Novos?
No, I just punch people and run away. I'm not the daring
I thought you were some type of nobility. Wouldn't you want to bring honor to your family or something like that?
No, remember I got disgraced from my family.
Oh. No, I didn't remember that. I just remembered that you know, had nobility in the bathhouse and... Okay, well,
I mean, I am an ability for sure, but my family's not exactly happy with me at the moment.
Well, maybe doing them proud by sacrificing. I mean, risking your. I mean, doing this thing for your friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I wink at the others, and I point at Dashu, and then make a push motion that he can't see me do.
I'm confused. Why did he wink at all of you?
I don't know.
I never know.
We all know he's a bit special, so.
That is true. He is a bit special, and then he soils his pants.
Wait, Dashi soils his own pants?
No,
I soiled
no.
Dashi's pants.
He, he soils Novos' pants, and then Novos soils Dazu's. Okay. So,
I was actually thinking about putting in the web spell, but I didn't put in the web spell. I probably should have put in the web spell, but it's fine.
well,
Wait,
all of you have this
Novos.
grand plan to go after this guy.
Novos, you still know, I remember you said you did something with a sleep spell or something like that?
Yeah, I got rid of that though to fight the dragon. I haven't really learned any else or learned any new ones since or added any new ones since the dragon fight.
Hmm.
So right now I just have flaming sphere, magic missile, a scorching ray, and then Tasha's mind whip.
You have Mind Whip?
I have mind whip.
You see, he's a dominatrix in his off time.
Obviously. What else would Novos do? This is the move he takes to the
I think
club.
I think you're the perfect person for the job.
Yeah, I could actually cast mind whip on him, and that would probably help a lot.
Exactly.
Not sure what Mind Whip
so
does.
so
but
that's
I'm
why we
guessing
send
it
Novos in there to
whips the
grapple him.
mind.
No. I would just cast mind whip.
Who knows? Maybe if maybe while we're searching for the mage killer, we might be able to get some more people on board with this idea.
True. And then we'll
Yeah.
have them grapple the mage killer.
I still
If
think
you don't want
I
to
still
grapple
think
the
Novo
mage
should,
killer, I'll
should
just
grapple the mage
grapple
killer.
him.
No, I
What's up?
really do think Novo should grapple the mage killer.
Yeah, sounds like a
Dasha
perfect
just
plan.
wants me to die off.
What? No, I don't want you to die off. I just want your things.
I feel like you would just be laughing at my funeral. Dasha would be dancing on my grave
I mean,
after murdering me.
no, I would not do anything like that. And then he unsoils your pants just to soil your pants again.
In this moment, Novos thinks to himself, and this is me talking out loud, by the way. Is Dashu really a friend of Novos's? Or is Dashu just out to make Novos have a bad time? Novos will not know, for he is Novos.
And then Dazu says out loud, it's like, Novos is stinky and he soiled his pants and he's going to unsoil the pants and soil it again.
Dear, it's just dear diary. Novos is a stinky idiot.
Yeah, dear diary. Today my pants got soiled.
All right. So y'all have somewhat of a plan. Are y'all planning on, I guess, heading out to go look for the mage killer?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the plan is we're just kind of gonna go out. Probably, I think our best bet is probably like stay in a group and look for him.
Okay. So, so what was the plan of finding him again?
Basically, we're gonna go and try and hang out nearby people that are other mage fights that are happening,
Okay.
just in case the mage killer shows up to get them.
Okay. Got it. So, as you're kind of, hanging out and walking around town, everything seems kind of normal. You don't hear any weird sounds of fights. Everything seems to be peaceful and looks like just everyday life in Hector. So there is you're looking around, you're looking to see if people have this ring on. You don't really find anyone that has the ring on. You're just kind of walking around. And eventually, as you're walking around, you see the I think it's a kobold, the kobold merchant in the normal marketplace where the arena was being held, And he looks over and he goes, friends, hi, come here. And as you walk over, he goes, so, are all of you still in the tournament?
That is correct.
Okay, that's good. So why are you out here in the open?
We're trying to hunt the mage killer. Gel kind of like whispers.
Yeah. You're doing... Well... I mean, I figured some idiot would do it, but... Really? You? And he looks over at Dazu, and Dazu just kind of shrugs, and he just looks back at all of you and just goes, well... Well, good luck to all of you. Before you go, though, can I interest you in anything? As he kind of pans over to his collection of goods.
I'm kind of a little bit low on funds, but I'm not sure if anyone else would want to buy anything.
You got anything worth my while?
Well, how much money you got?
I have 40 gold, which isn't great.
Not sure what I can do about 40 gold. But, well, we'll see what we can try to do.
I think you have like 48 more gold on you.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. I probably yoinked it from Torin's grave.
You haven't gone out to
Nah, it
his
was
grave.
written in his will that the money would go to you.
Oh, that's so nice.
What will? Johnny wasn't informed about a will. Neither were the guards who buried him.
Well, yeah, it was a
Well,
secret.
He had handed it to me, and a long time ago, and then before he was buried, I just yoinked it out of his pockets.
While he was being carried away by the guards?
Essentially.
Wouldn't it be possible
Sure.
for Bada to actually have like known about a will Torin would have left?
Probably.
Your family members typically would.
Look, I feel like if we're trying to do this,
Just
it
asking.
would very much so complicate the storyline we've got at this moment.
Yeah, no.
Alright,
Yeah,
that's
you
fine.
did.
Yeah.
I got 40 gold.
No, your
Yeah.
plan, Novos, was to sneak out to go get the stuff from his grave, and you never did that. So that's on you.
Yeah, that's true.
If you want to go grave robbing, have fun, but that's on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So he goes, okay, 40 gold. Let's see what we can do here. And he looks through and everything. And he goes, I'm not entirely sure what I could find for 40 gold. Sorry, but there's not really much that I could do.
That's fine.
So, and then your top hat slowly lifts off your head and then comes back onto your head. And as it does this, you see him, like, his face kind of lights up and goes, wait, I think there might be one thing.
Oh,
And,
yeah?
he looks in, he looks through his stuff, and he goes, I see. Well, it's a long shot, but maybe you would want something like this. And so he reaches in and goes, I ended up getting this a while back. And, well, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure, like, what it does exactly, but I know that when I was given this thing, the guy who gave it to me said it was called the Spider Staff.
Oh?
You.
And so
I like
he
me.
goes, yeah, I know. He's like, whoa, ew. And so he goes and he takes out, he ends up taking out the staff, and you see the top of this black adamantine staff is shaped like a spider. The staff
Oh, that's
weighs
dope.
6 pounds. You would have to attune to the staff to gain its benefits and cast its spells. So you would do that during like a rest. So
I do have one question
Yeah.
about the staff. Does it have like spider webbing engraving on the side?
uh
That would look dope.
yeah, sure, why not?
Heck yeah. I love my top hat, dude. Favorite item I've ever purchased.
Yeah, and so he takes this and he goes, "Well, if you would like this, I could probably part this for 40 gold."
Sounds like you got yourself a deal, friend.
And Dazu kind of bumps you right when you're saying that, and it's just like, "What are you doing?"
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Gotta lower the price at least a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Well, it could be cooler. And... you said,
mean, he is
we don't
good.
exactly know what it does, right?
Just all you gotta do is get him. Just attempt to persuade the price down. That's all you
How
have
about-
to do.
How about 30 gold?
30. I'm giving you a magical staff for 30 gold. You're lucky. I'm giving you 40. I need you to roll for persuasion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 18 plus 7, that's over 20, so...
Oh yeah, that's like 20. That's 25.
Yeah, 25. I think
Yeah.
he's persuaded.
Sure, fine. I'll do it for 30 gold. Just to
Nice.
get rid of this thing. And so he hands it to you, and Dazu, like you see him have a little thumbs up for there, and then
I give him a thumbs up back.
yeah.
And then I slowly turn it downwards to a thumbs down towards Dazu.
And then you see him like turn it to like a sideways thumb.
Yeah. And then and I'm like just teetering whether to give him a thumbs down or a thumbs up.
Yeah. No, you're sitting there going up and down, and he's just holding it sideways. Like, he's just holding it sideways, and then he pulls the other hand also, and then you just see him move his thumbs up and down.
I end up giving him a thumbs up, and I'm like, heck yeah.
So yeah, you have you can actually go find this in there. It's the spider staff.
Okay, cool. Manage inventory, filter, add items, spider staff, cool. Slippers of spider, Jesus Christ. Okay, cool, spider staff.
Okay. So now that we've bought things, now we should head off now because we have no more gold, right?
About
What?
Well, yeah, essentially I don't have any. Yeah, I have 10 gold left, so I think we're good.
Okay, good. And Dazu basically motions for everyone to keep going, and the stall guy's just like, "Thank you for doing business. Y'all have a great day." And Dazu's like, "Yeah, you too." And you have a great day too. And he keeps walking, and he's just like, "Okay, we don't have any gold left, do we?" I mean, I have a
still
little
have
gold.
some.
I have a little gold left, but you've got Mr. Brooks McGee back there, and then you've got Mr. Almost Brooks McGee because he bought a staff.
I've got some gold on me.
Okay, well, that makes two of us.
You gonna spend Dashu's gold? I love that.
Okay. So y'all start walking around town again. And as you're walking, it's just a few minutes later. Novos is kind of like, admiring his staff and everything. And just as he's like looking at the spider, he sees like a reflection of light, kind of hit, like basically hit off of the spider's back itself. And he thinks it glows for a second before the light dims again. And it's just a reflection of an explosion that happened behind you guys. And you hear this loud boom, and you turn around, and you see a couple mages fighting just on the other side of the town square. And as they're sitting there attacking each other, you all notice some guy in complete black robes sneak up behind one of the mages and stabs him right in the throat before, like, dropping him to the ground. And as the guy falls to the ground, you see him look over in your direction, and he takes one wave of his hand, and he turns invisible, leaving the new lifeless body on the ground that was a mage.
I use detect magic.
Okay.
Sure if it works or not.
That
if
hu-
it'll work or not.
That does have a range of 30 feet.
Dang.
So you would have to run over there.
Okay, I'm running over there.
Okay. And so you run over, you do detect magic, and as you run over and do detect magic, these other mages turn, and one of them immediately casts a firebolt at you, because he saw his friend just get stabbed by someone, and then you run toward him. He tries to cast firebolt, it misses, and it flies past all of you, and then he gets blasted in the side by another firebolt. He stumbles back, and he gets behind cover, and they're having like a little shootout thing there, back and forth. And he then you see him like kind of like wave his hand and like step really fast, and a little cloud of smoke pops up as he misty steps away, and you can't see him anywhere. And the other mages start looking around for him.
Dang.
So, and just then you see on the rooftop, just then you see kind of on the rooftop, a little like glimpse of like light pops up before Fireball is blasted right in between the other two mages, instantly taking out one of them, and the other one kind of like falling back and hitting the other one. Basically, the other one gets knocked out. So one gets knocked out, and the other one kind of stumbles back, and you see on the rooftop of the building that they were just fighting in front, of, is the guy in all black robes, and he looks at all of you as he waves his hand one more time to turn invisible. And that is where we're going to end this episode of The Path to Supernova.
Oh man.
I knew he was just gonna go around and just kill people.
Right. Well, he stays murdering. At least he's consistent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is true. Oh, man. So, yeah, we're going to have an interesting episode next time.
Oh
heck
yeah.
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 So-
Hopefully, hopefully Zach's doing better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be Friday, right?
We'll talk about that in a minute. Oh,
Okay,
man. But that was fun.
Okay.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you press the like, subscribe buttons down below, and please comment, what are your predictions on the entire thing? Who's the mage killer? Why is the mage killer doing this? And will our adventurers defeat the mage killer, or will there be another victim to his crimes? All of you put your predictions down below, and we will see all of you later. This is the cast of eDIOCRACY saying, peace out. Have an amazing night or day wherever the heck you are, and we will see all of you in the next episode to The Path to Supernova. Bye-bye!
Bye.